We'll return to Star Trek following these messages.
Word Balloon is brought to you by the League of Word Balloon Listeners.
What I do today is what I've always wanted to do since I was a child. But what I didn't want to do was things that would be less stimulating, things that seemed more average or like, oh, I don't want to have to draw commercial content. Well, that's a great way to toughen yourself up, to get better as a draftsman, so that you've prepared yourself to be usable for the artistic marketplace that exists, and then maybe you can work yourself into a position where you can do the stuff that you specifically have a passion for.
If you're here at Word Balloon, it's because you like comics, creators, conversation, pop culture subjects. Would you consider joining the League of Word Balloon Listeners? Patreon.com/wordballoon. When you subscribe, you'll also be part of the Word Balloon Book Club, where Brian Michael Bendis and I will pick a comic every month to review and discuss live with the League on this show. Join the League today, patreon.com/wordballoon. Thank you always for your support, League of Word Balloon listeners. Hi. Welcome back. Time again for another Trek Watch here on the Word Balloon Network. It's good to see everybody, and it's been a while. We were all busy with conventions. Wayne is going to have a Star Trek Vegas STLV report for us later in the show, but we're also here to talk about the last two episodes of Strange New Worlds. Episode 5, My Eyes, or lack thereof. And 6, I'm finally in the Senate chair, and I don't know what I'm doing. I know. I'm
What's the actual names of the episodes?
I think they were better than what they gave us.
They workshopped them into different things. I understand. I can't. Well, the Sailot that caught its tail, I know, is episode 6.
Yeah.
And episode 5, right. Our ombudsman will give us episode 5. Right. The Crazy House. That something about time, like the winds of time or some crap like that. They say time is the fire that burns. Remember that?
Yeah.
Generations. There we go.
Yeah.
Malcolm McDowell. All right. Very good. Anyway, let's start with 5. Obviously, let's go in order. And there's so much to talk about. You know, there's even Star Trek Paramount news as well. Skydance news. Well, or at least things are happening. Nothing concrete, but things are happening. Anyway, episode 5. Honestly, the broad strokes, once they got to the problem, I really liked. What I didn't like was the first 5 soap opera minutes. And I really loved when La'an in particular told Chapel, hey, we're not going to do this. All right. Just back off. Yeah. Me and Spock, we're doing the nasty. Deal with it. And I again,
like
that's very
Spock.
Right.
She calls him Spock.
Spock and I are Spocking. We're Spocking hard.
We're Spocking, and it's none of your Spocking business.
I got your Spock far.
He's Spocking my brains out.
So I mean, again, because at least, first of all, I won't get into the nitty gritty. I like that it was another horror episode. And again, it's like, people forget, it's like Star Trek can be a good horror show. So I kind of liked all that, even though they borrowed ideas, and I'm sure others will acknowledge that as well. So, but, it was okay. All right, let's go around the horn. What do you think, Mitch?
It was all right. The eye thing freaked me out because I have trouble with my eyes. I got to go to the eye doctor tomorrow, actually. But when he had those eye sockets, I was like, oh, my. But I'm trying to think of, was that movie? Wayne would know. Wayne, what was the movie with the guy from Fairfield, Justin something, where they would rip your people's eyes out? Wasn't that movie?
Yeah.
Justin, he was in Galaxy Quest. What's that kid's name?
Oh,
Justin
not
Long.
Justin Long.
Justin Long. Wasn't he in a movie where they ripped eyes out just like that? Was it like Keep Jeepers Creepers or something?
Oh, Jeepers Creepers.
I didn't
Yeah.
remember that. I didn't know he was in that movie. I don't watch horror.
I think that was his first movie, actually. No, second, because he was in Galaxy Quest. But
I like
no,
that you almost said Jeepers Queefers. I like that.
But no, wasn't that the
It's a
thing?
very
They ripped
dirty
people's
episode.
eyes
All right,
out or
let's give
something
you
like
please.
that. They had those like sockets. Wasn't that makeup effect?
Probably.
Well, I haven't watched that in a long time.
Anyway, back to this great episode. I fell asleep again during this thing, and I was like, okay.
I like
Well,
to test the barometer, whether Mitch falls asleep or not.
I don't know. I mean, it started off exciting. I was like, that's cool. And they're on the elevator and they're talking about Spock and, soap opera shit. And then it went into that. And I'm like, okay, this might be good because it's spooky right now. And then it just started getting weird because he got possessed and he knew about the doctor's daughter. And then there was something else going on with Spock, or I don't
Well,
even know.
yeah,
what-
there's we don't know the alien that was possessing him.
Yeah.
earlier, so that's kind of a mystery. Which is, I'll cut him some slack and say, all right, you gave us a
But then they
strange
brought
thing."
they brought Pike's girlfriend on again, because don't forget we got her over off to the side. Why they didn't ship her off to a starbase by now is beyond me. And
Oh, she was
probably
there for a
true.
checkup, like an oil change.
yeah, but she's got that like alien Gorn thing going on in her. It's like instead of being on a spaceship like on the Love Boat, why wouldn't you dump her off at a starbase where they could take better care of her? I don't know.
Yeah, dump her off. Well,
Dump her off.
probably because Spock and Benga created the thing, so they would be the best to.
That's right. Yeah.
So I would. Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
I agree with Mario, though. It was a waste to introduce the new nurse just to have him die. Yeah, that was a good fake out because that, as we've all been saying, the big problem with Strange New Worlds having Scotty, Uhura, Spock, Chapel, everybody. It's like, well, no, they're in jeopardy. See you in 2 years for the next season. No, they're not. No, they're not. Unless you guys finally admit that it is an alternate universe and suddenly Scotty or somebody dies, which ain't gonna happen. So at least somebody died on the show. We got that going for us.
Oh, what's her name? Did a lot. Lopka. What's his name?
Lon.
No. Carol Kane.
His wife.
Oh,
Simca.
yeah,
Simca had some. Simca
Elliot.
had something to do.
I have an
Oh.
idea. I don't know if you want me to do it, but I have an idea. I'm trying to get that accent proper. And
I don't know what that is. It's
Also,
the same.
it kind of threw me a little
accent.
bit. Why was she hamming it up for the camera? Like, oh, it's dramatic. Would you like me to do it
Oh,
again?
for-
and stuff?
good memory for Ortegas' brother's documentary. Is
Yeah.
this my
Oh
good side?
yeah.
That was a bit weird and out of place. I thought.
Yeah,
But it's
she's
consistent with her character.
Yeah,
She's just a wacky weirdo.
yeah,
she's
and
a wacky
again, I
weirdo.
get it, but it's like really, thank God. And when we get into 6, she actually had something to do.
Yeah.
Actually solved the problem. But it's incongruent. There's a big word for the rest of the series. Really, it's too weird. It's like, man, if you would just tone it down like half a note, I think it'd be all right. But yeah, it's I'm doing this thing with my voice.
You know what's so sad?
It's half foreign teacher and half Shirley Temple. Oh, I don't know if I want to do this on the good ship Lollipop. Go ahead.
I only watched this Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. It's not even been like 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, but you were busy
I
with the
know for the
crowd.
life. No, I know, but for the life of me, I can't tell you what happened. I don't know if I've been drugged or I've been mind wiped. I saw the thing with the eyes. I saw the possessed part, but I'm like, how did it end? And I'm like, I don't even know.
Well,
How
it had
did
all
it
the
end?
different time.
And there was that guy dying, but he
Yeah.
didn't have a red shirt on. So I
He
didn't
died.
know
He was brain
died.
dead. I remember him freaking
Yeah,
out. when he
actually,
told me
that was cool.
gross.
Didn't you think
Yeah.
that was cool though? Like, where it's like,
It
wait a
was
minute, he doesn't have a
cool.
brain.
Yeah, like Spock's brain. And then,
Yes, very much.
but
so.
how did they wrap it up? I really don't even care. I don't even know. I mean, that's how sad this show has
Well,
become. to
we
me.
don't
I
we
don't
don't
know
know. We don't know what that alien was that was possessing him.
Yeah.
The alien race that they were trying to help, which again, another strange new alien. So that's cool.
Yeah.
They thanked him for getting to the bottom of whatever their archaeological thing that they were trying to do. I mean, it
Oh,
doesn't matter.
that's right. That's
You know,
right. The
But you're right,
archaeological
Mitch.
thing.
It's chewing gum. These episodes are chewing gum.
I
Once
don't-
they
yeah,
lose their
you-
flavor, they're very forgetful.
the whole
Forgetful.
thing on the thing with Dr. Corby and the Raiders Lost Ark thing, and then suddenly they revealed it. Yeah, I was like, well, these are like bits and pieces. Like if I took a comic book or 10 comic books and ripped 2 pages out of this one, 2 pages out of that one, 2 pages, and then stapled it together and threw it at you. Go, no, it's a comic book. See, it's got pictures.
Well, it
it's
is.
got 24 pages. Like, what is going on with this thing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no character development, is there? Not really.
Well, but they abandoned stuff like Ortega's. No PTSD still, or is there a Gorn inside of her, and just like Batel? And also, where the hell is Batel in episode 6? While everyone is trying to deal with the 6th episode.
Oh, now you're on episode 6. I did,
no,
and
not
then
yet.
I identify what Rebecca Romaine's hair is every episode because it seems that's a new thing. It keeps changing. It looked nice this week.
Maybe there was something wrong with the wig the 1 week. I don't know.
The 1 wig, yeah, that one. It was bad. It was like, what happened?
It's like she had a Danish on her head.
Yeah, like Princess Leia.
It changes every week.
Francis, thoughts on episode 5?
So I like the episode overall because I was watching it thinking, ooh, finally a Star Trek episode. I liked it. I was getting into it. Some of the things we've been complaining about, like, they brought in the Gorn and like, why can't they make new aliens? They did this time, which was awesome. I like that. We don't have a resolution, and you brought up, her Ortega's PTSD and stuff like that. Like they're trying to do, like, almost like they listened to us because they're trying to do individual standalone episodes rather than the intricate like weaving of them. But they're not pulling off one or the other because they're leaving off tidbits of like storylines like Ortega's and stuff like that. But then they're doing these standalone ones. It's almost like they can't make up their mind. I would like there to be standalones with little bits of strands throughout, but I don't know. Overall, though, I liked it. It was a good episode, I thought.
Better writers are able to do that. And again, I feel horrible saying that. And I don't know if it is. I assume you gotta put the blame at the top. And I just think that whoever is the final word that gives the final green light on these scripts, because I'm sorry, this isn't new television in terms of season-long problems along with episodic problems of the week. So I don't know. What do you think, Bueno?
I think they should take cues from Chris Claremont, who used to drop little Easter eggs all the way through and had a story, a standalone story, but there was a through line story all the way through the X-Men. And there's always that story that Louise said, because she was the editor, I believe, at one point of the X-Men.
Yes.
Where Chris was like, oh, I don't know what to do. And she said, well, what about that thing you dropped a couple of issues ago? Oh, cool. I'll do this. I think these are individual people writing individual stories. And I don't think, even in the group think, if they're in the writer's room, it's almost like they're not talking to each other.
Yeah.
There's no consistent. I think episode 5 was the closest this season to like a Star Trek type.
Like a real Star Trek,
a real Star Trek story. Now, a story I can tell you is at the end of the episode, if you notice, there was a glitch in the med bay computer.
In the Matrix, yeah.
In the Matrix. And I asked the cast of Strange New Worlds, I said, hey, I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen it because I actually watched the episode in Vegas. I think so. I watched the episode regardless. No, yeah, I watched the episode in Vegas. And I said, are you going to resolve the little glitch in the med bay computer? And the actor who plays Dr. Mbega, Babs. Like, yeah. After someone reminded him, it's the archaeology episode. Oh, yeah. I said, well, yeah, we can't say. So I said, oh, if you're not going to resolve it this season, are you going to resolve it next season? And oh, no, we can't say anything. I have a feeling they don't even know.
No, I was going to say it's not his daughter because they got rid of her. Remember?
Yeah,
she grew up.
No, it's not the daughter. You got to remember,
she comes back. Yeah,
these aliens are non-corporeal and can possess things. They're more like electrical.
So who would be in the medical computer?
No, it transferred. It transferred from the
the
med bay computer.
I got you.
Because you saw that little glitch.
It jumped into that.
Right, so it could be sitting there waiting to strike.
Yeah.
Now,
Vega was doing the when Mbega was doing the letter to the contacting the parents about the death of their son, you saw that little.
Yep.
Right.
So I think the alien that was on the Enterprise transferred over to the computer.
Much like Jack the Ripper in the
Oh yeah.
Reject, again. Hey, you know what we could do? Remember that? I remember seeing this episode. Hey, you know what we could do? I remember playing this video game. Hey, you know what we could do? It's like, okay.
Now, can I
That
ask you
was
a question?
Wolf in the Fold.
Yeah.
Well done with John Fiedler as Jack the Ripper.
That's right.
Reject.
Piglet. Yeah.
Yes, among
We're
other
all
things.
gonna die.
How many
from
how
Vinny
many
in the Odd Couple
episodes?
movie.
How
What's
many
happening?
episodes are left?
4.
Four
4
together.
left.
Yeah.
Four
Yeah.
here, and then just next season, and then one more after that, right?
4 after this, then
yeah.
10 and then season 4, 5
And
or
then-
6. 6 in the final season and season
But Wayne
5.
said that was supposed to be a big movie, and they broke it up. He
Yeah.
says.
They also at my little gathering with the Strange New World people, they said originally they were trying to negotiate. Paramount came to them and said, we want to do a 2-hour movie. And they said, I don't think we can do a 2-hour movie. And the final number of episodes that they negotiated down from 10 to none is 6.
Right.
So that was it's not a number that was like that was pre-planned. It was just this was a negotiation between Akiva Goldman, Paramount. Okay, we can't do a 2-hour movie to try to wrap things up. Well, you're not doing 10 episodes. Well, and I think it got whittled down to the both sides could live with 6.
Sure.
Right. Because what I was thinking is like the episode 5, they wrapped that up. Like, like I said, overall, it was a good Star Trek story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then that little glitch, like, leads you to believe,
Something's
it's
coming.
coming back.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, wait, how many more episodes do they have? Because if they're throwing this thread in here, and they have the Gorn stuff, and they have Ortega's PTSD, and they have all the other stuff that they're they're doing, the other captain, and are they gonna? They're definitely not going to fix it all this season, right?
I don't know.
Because
No.
they left us hanging from the bridge from last season to this season was Gorn related,
Right.
and they haven't resolved really any of that.
Right.
Do you guys want to hear the next episode titles?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay, episode 7. What is Starfleet?
Oh,
What
that's
is
right.
Starfleet. Go ahead.
They're finally going to answer that question for us.
Yeah. Episode 8, 4.5 Vulcans.
Right.
And a baby.
Oh, that's bad.
And a baby.
Episode 9, Terrarium.
Oh, okay.
And episode 10, New Life and New Civilizations.
Terrarium, like back in science class when we had the lizards and the.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
right, the little thing, yeah. Oh,
the
maybe
ter-
it's the Gorn.
Oh,
Maybe.
the Gorn.
That could be the Gorn. That could be the
Yes.
Gorn.
New life and new listen. I guess she's gonna
New Life, New
transform
Civilization.
into
And New
the big
Civilization.
Gorn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right,
then
well,
next
so we got one
season,
more
we get to
Goofy.
boldly go.
We got one more Goofy, unless they actually weave in a real story in the Vulcan
No.
episode. Exactly.
No, wait,
know-
wait till we get to number 6, because that episode I was screaming at the TV here because I was coming off of my Tripicon high, and I was like, "What in the f- is this all about?" You know?
I hear
I
you.
mean, and it's very simple. Can we jump into that now? Are we good
6?
with the other one?
Six?
Yeah,
Sure.
6,
Sure.
6 I got more problems with than you can imagine. Listen to this. So there's the Farragut. First thing I see.
Let me know first of all. Did you fall
go
asleep
ahead,
or
go
not?
ahead.
Did you fall asleep or not during the episode?
That's a good question.
No, I kept
Okay,
awake.
okay.
All right, good.
Because
go
I
ahead.
go, this is a story that I think I read once in a Star Trek novel. I might have, because in the last 50 years it's gone blurry. But I swear to God, I read a story about Kirk on the Farragut at one point in my life. And I go, okay, they're going to transfer some of that here. Was this going to be okay? It's going to be fine. I never, ever understood how you could have a Vulcan captain on a ship when Spock is supposed to be the only. I thought my life, I've screwed it up all these years. I thought he was the first Vulcan in Starfleet, unless I've been wrong all these years. So we're, and then I started making my own canon. Maybe she's not from Vulcan. Maybe she's a Romulan. Well, no, she's got the ears and what's happening. And then I said, you know what? I
She
do
had
not
green
get
blood.
paid I don't get paid to write this show. I'm not doing their job for them. So if they want to put a Vulcan in there and rewrite all of Starfleet history in the old show because he was supposed to be the odd man out, I guess they're already doing it. But
Why
tell
would
me,
they?
Wayne, am I wrong? Was that?
No, you're correct, because
you.
I'm going to get the name of the captain of the Farragut before, but
Garivik.
there you
Yeah.
go. I don't have to
That was
do
the
it.
original captain for
Thank you.
Obsession.
Yes.
That we learned about in the episode Obsession.
Yeah,
Go
and
ahead.
that's where we learned where the captain either dies.
Yeah.
The Farragut goes under major. There's a
battle,
major
something.
catastrophe that happens, and Kirk has to assume the command.
It was
But-
like a battlefield promotion. The captain
Well, he
was
was
out.
lieutenant.
It's like Sergeant Rock. It's like that Sergeant Rock comic where he went from a
Right.
private all the way to Rock, Sergeant
Right.
Rock, because of all the other people dying.
They were all dead, and he assumed the thing because he was the ranking thing. And I said, okay, that's fine, but the captain was not a Vulcan, and that bothered me right away. And then, did you hear the little bits of dialogue that they were weaving in from the classic William Shatner? That's why we're aboard her. I'm like, oh, come on.
Risk.
The risk
That's
is
why we're here.
what we're all about. And I'm like thinking to myself, he looked, and he starts off, oh, Stardate, whatever. He is so bored. Let me just tell you about this actor. I don't know the guy. Maybe one day he'll be at my show, so I don't want to take it away from him. But they picked the physical, and I'm not going to get it physical. This guy could never fight a Gorn. This guy can never fight Spock in a battle on Punfar. He could never fight Khan in the future, whatever. Maybe he's a great actor, but physically, even though Shatner had the little bit of gut and all this stuff, whatever, he looked like he could kick someone's ass and punch you out and get in a fight. This guy here, he couldn't even open a carton of milk. Okay,
you know what?
It's
I
not
can
good.
deal with that if this is the younger Kirk and stuff like that, and then he grows into the older one. But again,
He
with
seems
the
old
captain,
already, though, dude. He's
That's-
not
oh,
a
yeah.
kid.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
He's like
and honestly,
30.
if they kept him Lieutenant Kirk, I could buy what happened to him in this episode. But he is the first officer,
Yeah,
and I understand the one bridge crew member is like, well, he's been in command before, but never anything like this. BS, because what happens in any chain of command? Gee,
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Star Trek, New Trek, that I have to remind you that there is a military hierarchy here. But imagine
well,
that
you're going to find
reach-
out in
if-
episode 9. Yeah,
if I may.
no.
They-
Like,
Hold on. Let me finish my point. I have no doubt that Cadet Kirk led a team, that Ensign Kirk led a team, that Lieutenant Kirk, all the way up. You don't become first officer whose job it is to assume command all the time or in a dire situation. And fine, this was a unique dire situation. Okay, I'm sure there have been other ones. I don't buy that first officer Kirk is, I don't know what to do. Bull.
No.
Bull.
right. But no, I was going to say, when you met Riker, and again, it's different shows, he was capable of taking over that ship. Even though he was younger than Picard, he could do it. And that was the whole idea. Like the away missions, he was going to, because they can't have the captain go down to the planet. We were going to send the first officer. I'm like, okay, that all makes sense. Every show, even Voyager, when they had Chakotay, who wasn't supposed to be, seemed competent. This guy here, the way he's portrayed as Captain Kirk, you can't. I try to divorce myself from all the Captain Kirk knowledge and go, okay, this is a new guy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't come across as heroic. He doesn't
Nope.
come across as somebody who could kick butt.
Precisely.
I don't know what he would be doing. Scotty
by
looked
design.
looked tougher.
Yes.
I don't know.
And let's get to Scotty in a minute, because that really pissed me off as well, frankly.
But no, from the day I saw it, though, buddy, as soon as I said, oh, this is going to be the episode, because somebody said, oh, this is where he finally gets in the captain's chair, I go, dude, this should be
Don't mess it up.
monumental. This is something you always wanted to see. This is like Indiana Jones getting his whip and his scar and his hat. And I'm like, this is going to be monumental. When it was all said and done, I go, that was it? That's
Yeah.
it? And they
I
tried
agree
with
that
the
this is
music?
where they
No.
should have- yeah, this is where they should have really pumped him up. But they also forget their own history. They haven't watched anything. The Kobayashi Maru,
Yeah.
No.
all these other things.
Yeah.
There's none of that in this Kirk. There's none of that.
No. Yeah.
Kirk in the movie, the J.J. Abrams movie, was Chris Pine, was more of the arrogant, tough ass. That
Yes.
was like, that guy's going to be Shatner. I could see that little
Command
quirky
and
stuff.
charisma.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry, I don't
yeah.
mean to step on you, but
No,
yeah,
but
man,
this
I'm
guy is. I don't know why they got this actor. I
I
have
do
no idea.
because Mitch, the producers think there can only be one alpha male. And sorry, everybody, because I keep stressing that I am a liberal, but I think only one alpha male white guy.
Who,
And
Pike?
I really think, yeah. But
Well,
even
yeah, Pike is a tough
even
dude.
Pike,
looks like
now,
Captain.
but even Pike is, hey, I want to hear what everybody has to think before I
No,
do
but
something.
he
And
he
Jim
was
Kirk
badass.
is like that way. And they even messed that up because fine, they're in this tough situation. First of all, Scotty, nice insubordination, you twerp.
Right?
That also, as Mike points out, Scotty's supposed to be older than Kirk.
Yeah.
And Spock, and I always thought so. He looks like he just graduated from the carry. This little babyface jerk, I almost used the PR word, is like, oh, way to go, Jim. You screwed us up. Way to go, sir. With all due respect. No, there's no respect, Mr. Scott. Shut the hell
No.
up. Shut the hell up. And I didn't mind that he's like, hey, I need to think. I know what our situation is. But for him to then storm off like a little kid, I'm like, that is not Jim Kirk. I don't care how old he is and how experienced he is. That is not Jim Kirk. Sorry, you blew it. And again, they purposely, Mitch, I think, really fast on a tear. I really think they purposely cast a guy and write him to not be. And they're like, well, he's not there yet. He's not there yet. Bull.
No. He was better last season when they had that episode with him and the other. I can't remember her name. Remember they got stuck on some like planet thing and
La'an?
it was a parallel thing. Yeah, was it Leon?
Yeah, when they time traveled to Toronto and everything.
He was better in that episode, and he was better in the one when they had that Romulan one that was kind of like the remake of the old show with the enemy one. Remember when they met the Romulans and he was at the neutral zone and he had to do that? He wasn't bad, but the way he was portrayed on this episode is like they went backwards. If you told me he just got out of Starfleet like a week ago, I go, okay, yeah, but no, you've already shown he was kind of a tough guy. He kind of knows what he's doing. He did a great job in that enemy. I can't remember the remake one, but it was the one where they're on the neutral zone and they had the Romulans on it.
The rewriting the enemy.
He was better then.
But also in that it was an alternate history, and you could postulate that he was the captain of the Farragut and was already Shatner Kirk as opposed to Lieutenant. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, Kirk.
So
because that's why he came up with the robot ships pretending to be an armada and everything. And stuff.
Maybe this episode I agree with you, written out of sequence. Maybe it was from a couple of seasons ago.
No, again, it was that was in the future. That episode with the Romulans was a what if in the future in the period of TOS. And that's why he was more like that. But again, I don't buy that First Officer Kirk, who likely was hell. All right, more examples of not captains that have had to sit in the big chair. Sulu, Scotty, DeSalle, Chekhov. Well, Chekhov in the movies.
He faked it, but still.
No, but in the movies, I thought he was good in 5. He had his good moment as captain in 5. Yeah. Warp speed now. But I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I don't buy it. And again, that's how they wrote it, and that's why. And I am with you, Mitch. I wish they wrote Paul Wesley better, and I wish Paul Wesley was actually up to the role because no charisma, no command. I'm sorry, and I disagree with Stanley, who says the crew immediately gave Kirk too much respect. He's the captain. I mean, they said the right.
Only Spock did because he's by the book, and he's like, "You're a senior commander now. You're in charge of the ship."
Well,
and he did
Uhura was
as well. They all should be actually because it's a military command or whatever.
Exactly. Supposedly,
Uhura was being nice. I think
Well, again, like they showed in the previous clips, they went back to that episode where he calmed her down when she was freaking out with Emmer's ghost and everything.
I know, and she referred to it's like, oh, I've seen him do this before, and I'm like,
but again, they say the right things, but you don't believe it because there's just this lack of character coming from Wesley.
And the whole episode, he kept looking at the chair, and they're building it up. And I'm like thinking to myself, okay, this is going to be the big deal. Like when Han Solo jumps on the Millennium Falcon for the first time in Solo, even that wasn't a great movie, but it was like, this is a
Sure.
big event. And Chewbacca's next to him. It's like,
When-
that's Han and Chewie. This is going to be a big thing. And
When
there's the
Clark
chair. Yeah.
when Clark makes his first leap over a building in Smallville,
Right.
and they
right.
and they actually play the John Williams
The
music,
music,
and you're like,
yeah.
oh my God, it's happening.
I know, and
Fantastic.
I'm thinking to myself, you're going to hear it. It's going to happen. Like,
No.
I don't know.
No.
I remember when there was in the Enterprise C episode, and when everything's getting blown up and Riker gets killed and the Klingons are coming in, and I got chills talking about it because it was a great episode. They're like,
I remember.
prepare to be bored or something like that, and you see Picard jump over the chair, get into the seat.
That'll
He's
be
like,
the day.
that'll be the day, and he's firing everything as they're getting killed. Yeah, look, goosebumps. Look here, because that's
Yeah,
heroic.
yeah.
That's why you
Yeah.
watch stuff like this. This guy, when he finally sat down in the chair, he looked like he was sitting on the toilet seat. Looked like he was constipated. I'm like, he
And
doesn't
also,
look like, yeah, baby.
for the crew to have the gall to be like, well, we might have to relieve him of command. Give
right,
me a break.
right.
Give me a break.
No,
But
this
again,
was not
he
good.
stormed off the bridge. I don't. That's not Captain Kirk. I'm sorry. Even Commander Kirk. I don't buy it, man.
I can't deal with
even-
this. I'm running to my quarters. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna play.
With
I'm gonna
all
play
due respect-
3D chess.
Yeah, with all due respect to Wayne, this canon or make believe, universe that you've made up, they keep harping that this is in canon. This is in canon.
No,
I don't
there's no
see it.
way.
I don't
No
see
way.
any of this.
And that's
And
why
that's
we-
what I keep saying. You gotta watch this as if it's not canon.
You're right,
because
Wayne.
it
I
makes
have
no
to because
sense
that's the only way I
whatsoever.
can watch it.
But
I have to turn off all my Star Trek information in my brain because I go, that
Exactly.
didn't happen. That didn't
50
happen. What
plus
are you doing?
years
That's
of
what-
watching it and reading the books and the comics and hey, guess what? 6 nights a week, Star Trek, Me TV, right there
Well,
for you.
it's not even a Kelvin world anymore, man, because it's not, none of it makes
Go ahead,
sense.
Will.
I'm like, this is
Just
a
wanted to circle
third
back.
universe.
Say it
I
again.
wanted to circle back. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the third universe. That's what Mitch said.
Yeah.
With all this
It
stuff.
is.
Now,
It has to be.
Babylon
to
5.
circle back to the whole Vulcan.
Third
Vulcans were in Starfleet, but Vulcans were on Vulcan ships. They were they were
Okay.
not mixed
Right, the
in.
Intrepid.
Yeah. the
Right,
first-
right.
the
That's
first-
right. Yes.
The first one that was with a human crew, other than T'Pol, was Spock.
Well, and even
Yeah,
that's retconned, obviously, with that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
retcon, but
And you
Spock
could
was
even
considered-
argue. You could even argue that T'Pol was a Vulcan planet.
she was
observer.
an observer. She
Yeah,
was an observer, and she
Wasn't
was
a
there to
Starfleet.
hold back the Federation's progress on stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That was her more or less mission. But Spock was the first.
Yeah.
In his as an officer on a integrated ship in Starfleet. He was the first.
Yeah.
That's the canon.
yeah.
No,
Not
and there was nothing else. And the Farragut was commanded under someone else.
Garrett.
They had, I think they were in a battle or something.
Yeah.
Something
with the
happened.
cloud. With the cloud.
Yeah.
And it
And-
killed half
Everybody
the crew.
died. That's right. Everybody
killed
died.
half
with
the
cloud.
crew.
Yes.
And Kirk had that blame on his conscience
Yeah.
because he froze and
Right.
Garvik died. And then they discover it wouldn't matter, Jim. The phasers wouldn't have
Yes.
worked on the
No.
cloud. You didn't screw up. It's okay. And also, Garavik's son is a red shirt that's on the TOS episode as well, and he screws up, and
Kirk
Kirk
saves him.
rides him hard. It's a parallel to what happened to Kirk when
Yeah.
he was the lieutenant and everything.
all
It's- and, that's,
bull.
and it's kind again because these guys don't do their homework. It would have been nice to maybe refer to that episode. It's just
on
the-
big movie sets, they have a
Continuity.
script
Yeah.
continuity person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't they hire one for this show?
No,
or what the
no,
hell?
no.
man?
Star Wars has
supposedly-
it. They got- yeah.
supposedly there are Trek experts in the writers' room.
Oh, baloney there are. They
Thank
could just
you.
go to
Well,
a
again,
Trek convention and get a fan and knows more.
or-
They get Wayne to do it.
I'd be happy to apply. I'll be honest. Also, I got to be honest. All right, here, everybody. The ship.
Yeah, what was that all about? It looked like a
yeah,
cover of
what's-
a heavy metal record.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it does.
Megadeth.
It's an Iron Maiden. This is
Hey,
look,
Megadeth.
dude. I just got the new Iron Maiden 8-track.
No,
It's
and here's the
fiction.
best one for you. Do not tell me that was supposed to be the Doomsday Machine because somebody told me that. I go, no,
Well,
no
yeah.
frigging way.
No,
No,
it's
no,
not
Oh no,
supposed to
even
be.
better. Borg.
no, it's
Well,
not.
I heard that. No, I heard both.
No, I heard
theories.
that too, and I'm like, no
Yeah.
freaking way.
No, but
No.
again,
That
they
doesn't look
certainly
like a
borrowed.
cube to me.
They certainly borrowed from both, but also help me out, all right? Because and
The
I have to
TARDIS
go
was
back
on
in my I have to go back in my Pelia voice. Oh, well, when the Earth was in trouble environmentally, all of these great scientists got
Okay,
together
okay.
and left. Now,
Yeah.
let me do my thing, and then by all means, Mitch. But my point is, they were the best of us. I would have liked to have heard how they devolved, and also how the hell did they build this stupid ship?
Yeah.
I
No.
mean, none of it makes. And also, they were. I went back and rewatched the episode to hear Pelia's explanation. They went out looking for other civilizations to colonize and everything. So again, what happened in those 200 years? I mean, they ask the question, but they don't answer it, and I'm sure we'll never go back to that again. And it's like that was a much more interesting story than giant ship with teeth that makes no sense how it exists. And also, how did they not know that they were dealing with humans? Feel free, jump ball. Who?
Okay.
Here,
Go ahead.
did
No,
that
let the
face
comedian
look like
go.
the Anti-Monitor
Sure.
from Crisis?
It
Maybe
looked like
they were just
it
really
looked like
big
one of
fans of
those.
Megadeth.
No, it looked like Megadeth meets one of those weird fish
Yeah.
that live under the water. You know those things with the teeth and the little eye thing. That
Yeah,
you know,
it's a
thing-
piranha. It's a
Whatever.
piranha.
But here's the other thing: when exactly did this happen? Because you got Khan, who has World War III, and they take the space seed and they leave, and whatever the botany
said
bag,
it.
whatever the hell, that's
They
gone.
said it
That's
when it happened.
1999. Whatever
Right.
happens, okay.
Right.
Then you got Zefram Cochrane, who develops warp drive 100
Right.
years ago. I don't even know where it is anymore at this time frame. And then you got Archer in this thing. It does look like Judge Death. Somebody put it does. That's what it
Yes.
looks like. Judge Death from the freaking yes.
Yeah.
But from Judge Dredd. But the thing of it is, when do these people get together that smart and have this like thing where they went off planet and they had warp drive? Because obviously they left the
No.
the
Pelia
source.
said they did not have warp drive yet. And
So
they
how did
also
they get
said
there?
specific. Well, again, they don't explain it. It's kind of
What,
like, well, also though,
no,
in fairness, it's kind of like the Botany Bay as well, leaving when it did, and it didn't have warp drive.
No,
So who's
okay.
to say? But you're right. There's too many mysteries. I
So
absolutely agree with
so it's a generational ship. So the people like have kids, they grow up, and this and that.
Yes.
So it's been about what 200 years now.
Yes,
So
they
in
said 200 years.
they've probably had 3 or 4 generations of kids, maybe 5,
Sure.
and they got
More
that
than that.
screwed up that they decided that they're not going to recognize fellow humans. They can't speak English anymore. They went and said, "Oh, look, they're one of us. What are they
Right.
doing out here?" What? Okay, Wayne, the writer over here, tell me why they got hit in the head.
Star Trek Beyond. Someone watched Star Trek Beyond.
What do you mean?
What do you
Explain,
mean?
Wayne.
On Star
Don't give me
Trek
the
Beyond.
flashcards. That's what the Trek
movie?
writers do.
Sorry.
Explain
On
yourself,
Star Trek
Wayne.
Beyond,
Go ahead.
the starship crashed
Mhm.
on the planet
Right.
and they devolved. Someone probably watched Star Trek Beyond and said, "Hey, this would be a cool idea. Let's do the same thing where they devolved, where Idris Elba doesn't look like Idris
Yeah,
Elba
but
anymore."
did he devolve, or was he angry about not being?
No,
useful
it was
anymore?
it was an evolution into something else.
I don't.
Okay,
See, I
okay.
didn't get that. I didn't get that from the episode. I don't know that they devolved. I think
I
they
don't
were
either.
just stuck out there for a
desperate.
long time, and they were just harvesting all these ships.
Okay,
and
so they
everything.
became cannibals. Is that what we're
Well,
saying?
yeah,
They
that's
became
what.
like cannibals.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make
Basically, yeah.
sense.
That's
That's what.
inbred cannibals, but yeah.
But also, if they started with the best intentions, did a bunch of ships say no, and then they just started taking stuff?
Yeah,
I
so
don't
why
buy
did
that. I
they?
don't
If we
buy
come
that.
in peace, why did they start just like
Right.
killing everybody, and
Right.
taking their
Lack of
their
supplies.
stuff?
No,
Huh?
well, I guess, yeah, lack of
If
supplies.
they had a lack
makes
of
sense.
supplies,
No,
then they
okay,
did.
no, okay, forget that. Where were they headed? Why were they blowing up planets? What was that all about?
Pelia said that their original mission was to find other civilizations and recolonize, because they were taking the best and the brightest away from the dying Earth because of the environmental problems and World War
Okay.
III,
So
and that they were going to this other place. But I agree. They didn't find a planet, but they
didn't
found a bunch
find
of
it,
ships.
but
They
when-
found, and also they were going towards another planet to
No, but
take all
when
of its
Kirk
resources.
when Kirk encounters them, they're doing like a scientific observation geology bullshit.
Right.
The thing explodes out or something,
Right.
and then it attacks them. So I'm like, wait, so wasn't that planet? Didn't it have life on? Because didn't they say it was headed for somewhere else? I thought they said
Yeah,
they
another
were headed
Sullivan's
for
planet or whatever.
yes. So it's a habitable place. Obviously, people live there or something
Right.
lives there.
Right.
in all
they're
this
looking-
time, they never thought to go back
That-
to Earth.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't
well, but
where were
maybe
they
they're-
going?
Maybe they were in deep space and they didn't know, they weren't able to get back. But again, that's what I'm saying. Because really initially, and I know I texted you guys and I'm like, that was all right. But then the more I thought about it, I'm like, no, this
Yeah,
doesn't
you
make
start
sense.
getting angry. You start getting nuts. In that sense. So if they had done one little thing, writer Wayne, if they just said, "Oh, they contracted like like a freaking mad cow disease or something, like their food went bad," all I need is one line to say that's what drove them insane.
Yeah,
So
Mitch, I was thinking the same thing. Yes,
right. Like so, maybe an alien took over them and they went insane or something. They saw that that
before the ship exploded. Oh, you know something? I caught a little bit of one of their
no,
log
the
tapes,
ship,
and it
the
explained what happened to them.
The food got tainted. The oxygen aboard the ship screwed up their brain, and they were all fucking high. That would be fine, but they don't tell you that. I don't.
Dude, we had bad mushrooms.
I don't get paid to write that. Exactly. That would have been fine.
Franco has the theory.
One of the other issues I had with this,
okay, go on,
because they had other ships in there.
Right. They were stealing technology.
Right?
Yeah,
so
Klingon ships.
They never went through and saw any of the humanoids in there, because the only time they stopped attacking was when they saw Pike's face. Right? Because oh, he's human.
But then why don't you go, hey, how you doing? My name's Herb.
Exactly. Hey, I'm Bob.
Don't shoot. I'm Herb.
And they never encountered any other humans before.
I hear you, man.
They had all these other ships in there. They even had the TARDIS. I saw it a still frame. It was like in the background. Somebody was being a wise guy. They had the Doctor Who's TARDIS in the background. I'm like, okay, well, that's a joke. But still, they had all these other ships in there. Like you said, I'm like, well, no one spoke up.
Make sense.
Hey, they look
doesn't
human.
make sense. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense.
It's like a low rent Borg.
Well, yeah, but again, we needed some sort of connection other than
hey,
by the way, 7,000 people died.
They were taking they weren't assimilating. They were taking the technology.
No, and that's what they wanted was the technology.
Yeah, but we had people like that before. Remember those really stupid people from the original Next Generation?
The
Peglet, whatever. Yeah, and they had that ship that was like piecemeal of all the other different ones. I go, okay, this has kind of been done before. So maybe it was them.
That was that cliffhanger on Lower Decks. That was the cliffhanger with the Packlets. And again, it's so funny, guys, because truly I've been watching a bunch of reviews of this episode, and everyone's like, Packlet, Doomsday Machine. That's not Kirk. I mean, everything we're saying, even the people that are positive are like, yeah, but Packlets,
you know what?
Whatever.
You know what would have been great if they wrapped up that freaking cliffhanger from season 1 of Next Generation, and it was those goddamn little worm people that were, remember the guy, we come for peaceful thing, and then
I love those guys.
If that was the goddamn thing that was inside them,
if they were possessed, good call.
I would have been like, great. They would have wrapped up a Next Generation plot hole.
Mitch,
they
haven't watched that episode. I don't know how to break it to you, man. They don't watch these things.
I'm listening to you guys talk about this week after week. I'm firmly convinced that these writers don't watch old Trek episodes.
Yeah,
because I can find 50 things on it, like, oh, that's this and that's that, and this one, oh, that's a line from the movie. Oh, look, Mr. Scott, are you a miracle worker? Here we go. It's the miracle worker bit, Come on.
Jesse Gender, who I do occasionally watch because I'm always interested in what, and I believe she identifies as her because I've heard people refer to her as her. So I will say that. She keeps making a very good point. They think they're doing us good fan service by some of these things.
No, they're getting us mad.
But the things that they choose as fan service, all it does is annoy us because then they leave out the stuff they should know, like following the story. But they give us, I'm going to need a miracle, Mr. Scott, and our risk. That's why we're here, and all that BS. No, it's ridiculous. And God, she said she made a point about also the Space Time Adventure episode and Uhura's character in the holodeck and her passionate piece about, this show is so important, this is valuable. And Jesse said this, and Jesse loves like 90% of New Trek, and she's like, that's great, but the show you showed us was crap and had none of the redeeming values that Uhura's character is claiming that the show represented. And it isn't. It's like, you can't have it both ways, people. You either think this crap that came before is garbage, and what we're doing is really improving this for a modern audience, or be more faithful to canon, be more reverent for the foundation of what your job is built on.
And you know
it's
what?
like it's like taking a big dump on Ray Kroc
You know what?
while
I'm
you're
gonna
the owner
tell
of
you.
a McDonald's.
I'm
Go
going to
ahead.
tell you the only thing that gets me liking the show every week is the actors on the show. Because not only because I've had them at my show, but I generally like Ethan Peck. I love
They're
Rebecca
good
Romaine.
actors.
I love Anson Mount. Every single person. Uhura, God knows I love Chapel more than I should. But I'm just saying, I like even Scotty's a little bit of annoying to me, but I'll take it. And Carol Kane, I liked her since the 70s.
Sure.
Every one of the actors are great, and I love what they do and this and that. It was like Doug Jones when he was on Discovery. I love Doug Jones. I love his portrayal. I love what he's doing. But overall, when you put them together and you don't have a good written script and it sucks, and I have to keep sitting there biting my tongue and going, but I like Ethan Peck. Oh, I like Rebecca Romaine. I like all of them. I don't like I Fly the Ship too much. She gets annoying with that because it keep constantly weaving that into there. When she's like, "Can they fly the ship?" I go, "Yeah, we get it. You're the navigator. I get it."
Yeah.
It's really
Yeah.
awkward. Yeah, it's not natural.
No offense to this other person that you brought up, but I said that like a few episodes ago when we were talking about it. It's like they're trying to do this fan service to us, but they're not nailing anything. They're not giving us what we want. They're not answering any questions. It's all, and I agree with Mitch. I like a lot of these actors. I think they're actually really good in the roles. The storylines are what are killing it for me.
Yeah. Well, go ahead, Wayno, and then I got
in Martin Quinn's defense of his Scotty accent, that's his actual accent.
I have no problem with that. I'm just making fun of the character.
No. But some people have said
they
that.
think they're laying it
no,
out.
not us.
It's a bit thick, dude. I'll tell you that.
Oh no, but it is. It is.
Yeah, but then Grant Morrison's kind of thick, and he says,
Oh, yeah.
that's how he talks.
Yeah, no. But Martin Quinn he's definitely Scottish.
Yeah,
No, I'm
and,
not. I'm
that's
not
cool.
knocking the guy's accent. I'm just the bullshit. That's not Scotty. Scotty
Well, and
doesn't
also
act that way.
He's older. He should be older. He also, I'm sorry, I felt he was so insubordinate to Kirk, and it's like, dude,
You know what?
That's your superior officer. Go ahead.
The Scotty I know writes text manuals. Remember that? He was like writing text manuals like that. Like that's what he does on his off time. He reads technical manuals. He builds stuff. He's like this old house. He's like a carpenter guy. That's Scotty. This guy here, I don't know what I could do. I'm like, wait a minute. Yes, you do know because you're like the guy. You're like, the head tinkerer. I don't know what's happening there.
I agree with that. Absolutely. One problem I have with their attempts to show, if this was an attempt to show the beginnings of the chemistry between Spock and Kirk, Spock's speech. Ethan Peck aside, although it is part of his performance, Ethan Peck's performance as Spock is too poker faced, and what he is not showing that Nimoy was always able to do. Quinto had difficulty with it, and but it seems like Ethan does as well. He's too blank when he tries to be a bit more empathetic.
Yeah.
Nimoy had a way of softening, but still maintaining the Vulcan demeanor.
He did.
And that might be a really tough trick to do and might require a little more study.
You know what? Honestly,
practice. But my point is, though, when he was trying to give the pep talk to Kirk, I really, when he's like, well, your attributes being human are much more, you should really lean on that. Bull. It would be Jim, or he doesn't have to call him Jim. He doesn't even know him that well. But again, Nimoy was able to do it in a softer way that right now I'm not getting that at all.
No, I'll tell you what.
But
Nimoy could, honestly, it seems so like cliche. He could pull it off with a raised eyebrow. That's how good an actor he was. He could say, "Captain, we know you," and Kirk's like, "Do you really mean that?" And he would look over at him and he would just do like that.
Well, or even again,
Yeah.
even just softening his voice a little. I mean, it's
No.
that, but again, Ethan Peck is a straight line, and again, honestly, his facial feature is usually kind of way too neutral. The times that he's trying, even when he was doing it with Chapel, and like in episode 5, I know you don't trust me, or I know that you want me to rely on believing in you. Well, you should believe in me, and it's like, dude, you gotta do a little something with your face. You gotta move it around a little bit.
No, I thought he did a good way when they jumped on the turbo lift together, and she was like, "How you doing?" And he was just like, "What do you mean?" But that I thought was
but in that moment that makes sense. But like I said, right now when Kirk needs to hear, "Hey, whatever," and also I don't believe that even in this limited amount of time that Spock can read, Kirk that way to go, oh, you should rely on your humanity. Also, a very un-Vulcan observation. And again, if you are leaning into your human side, you got to show it a little bit more.
No, the only time I never
didn't buy
liked
it.
Leonard Nimoy's performance in all this Trek history is the very first time when, is it the Charlie, which is the one where they're playing chess for the first time? He's like, oh, annoyance.
That's where no man has gone before. It's
That
the,
was
it's the
only
Gary, it's the Gary
time
Mitchell episode.
Yeah, I never liked Leonard Nimoy's performance, but I'll give him this because it was new and he didn't know what he was doing with the character yet. So you kind of go, well, it's like watching early MASH. They don't know who they are yet. They'll grow into the character. That's the only time I never liked Spock on the old shows because it wasn't normal yet. Even when they showed the menagerie, when he's like yelling, like, photons are already screaming orders out like he's on a boat.
Younger.
But he doesn't know yet.
But he hadn't figured out the character yet. Yeah.
They don't know
also,
the director's there. It's a pilot. They don't know what they're doing. So it's fine. I'll give them that.
Nimoy even said, when I was acting against Jeffrey Hunter's demeanor was very cold. So I played Spock hot. And he said, and Kirk being a little more volatile, I backed up. But no, absolutely, man. There are other moments in the first season where Spock smiles in TOS.
Oh God, I know.
And
that.
again, it's okay. That. They didn't figure out the character yet. That's okay.
It's fine. But this dude's been at it for 3 years now. I mean, you're saying, and plus he was on Discovery too a bit, wasn't he? Yeah,
right. One season.
So he should have a better grasp, and he's got 40 or 50, 60 years of the character on other things to look at. He's better than Zach Quinto. I'll give you that because I cannot stand Zach Quinto.
Oh, I agree.
I'm gonna let it slide with him because he lost his sister and now he can't talk about it. So I don't know.
He's still upset. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of brothers and sisters, man, what a wasted opportunity ever since episode 1 that you have Sam Kirk as a character on your show and you barely use him. Mm-hmm. And that was another moment where your brother says that you are X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It's like, again, it would have been cool. It might have even been great to have Sam on the Farragut as part of the rescue team. And be like, Jim, like, there's the guy that could have given Kirk his pep talk and been like, Jim, you're better than this. Yeah. How dare you walk off? Even that. How dare you walk off the bridge? You're Jim Kirk. You're the guy. You beat the no-win scenario with
that's not the brother I know. Yeah, that's not the brother I know. Yeah.
How many times do you see your brother in space? You're on a ship. It's like, hey, let me beam over see if my bro's okay. That's the ship he's on. They all got hit.
I'm worried about my brother that you only pay so much and he's only on so many episodes a season, and it would cost us too much money to put him on another episode this season. So
I don't know what happened there. And then the weird stuff.
Dumbasses. That's what happened, Mitch. They are dumbasses.
No, then the Simca comedy, like the brevity. She goes and gets old telephones. I remember in the 80s when I was working with the rock bands, and I'm like, okay, fine. I'm 5,000 years old. Okay, Yoda, we're good. We're all fun here. But she's thrown out all these 80 references to, and then I'm like, well, if you're going to go back that way, how are things during the eugenics war when shit hit the fan? How are things when everything went south with, what was the guy's name that,
how come she doesn't recognize? Hey, look, it's Susie Hitler. Wait a minute.
No, and I'm like,
I remember someone else with that name.
What did Avery Brooks? What was the character's name when they had the big revolution?
Oh, Bell. Gabriel Bell.
Gabriel Bell. It's like it's like I guess no one's ever watched that. So because if you never watch any other Star Treks and you just watch this and this is the only thing you've ever watched, you're fine. You don't care. But if you're old like us, and I go, wait a minute, if she was in the 80s, then she would know this and that and that. Where are we right now? But I'm like, you know what? Don't even think about it anymore. I'm just watching it. I don't care. It would be like, no, you know what it's going to be like? It'd be like watching one of the Marvel movies right now if they just threw out all that continuity from 30-something movies and said, screw this. We don't care if you watched all those shows and all that Disney Plus stuff. We're done. We're just starting from scratch. And then you go, yeah, but wait, that's not the Spider-Man. And then we don't care. That's what it feels like.
That's not what's happening here. They're not telling you that we're starting from scratch. This is the new continuity. They're telling you this is the old continuity.
No, they're just telling that to make us watch it. That's what they're doing.
That's the problem I'm having. That honestly, with all of this, that's the
I like that Doc Civil, little justice for Zachary Quinto, says Quinto's vastly superior to Peck. Quinto just needed a script. They all need better scripts, buddy.
Oh,
I hear you, Doc. But
no,
they all
no. Carl Urban was McCoy. He was great. He was.
I agree with that. But they gave him the right lines to say too.
But those
so it
movies
worked.
were messed up too. Like when they had Carol Marcus on, and her dad was RoboCop, and he was
Yeah,
building the
Peter Weller.
ship, and then they.
But I can forgive all that because it's a different timeline. So
Right.
I'm, there's inconsistencies. I'm okay with that. Again, that's not what they're doing here. That's not what they've told us.
Yeah.
No matter how many times Wayne says this is a different continuity, and
No,
he
I
lives in his
respect-
alternate
Yeah.
universe.
No,
What he's
wait
saying
a
is he keeps
second.
saying.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Wayne,
Wayne knows what's wrong. He's just
what
keeping
was the
himself safe.
panel? No, Wayne went to a panel, didn't he?
No,
At,
he didn't get to the panel.
You had
No.
one job, Wayne.
Yeah,
There was a panel at Star
Yeah.
Trek Vegas last week that was
About-
called
Yeah, I didn't.
This
This
Canon
Canon Matter.
Matter.
Yeah.
What
I
happened?
don't think a lot of people went to it because it was in the smallest place.
Oh, because they wanted nobody to go to it. That's why.
It was in the DeSalle porta potty.
recorded.
Oh, it was in
Everything
the
named and everything.
it was in the Vic.
The Vic Fontaine room?
Yeah,
Vic.
it was. That's where it was taking place.
No, I knew there was a Vic Fontaine room. I knew there was
Yeah,
one.
no, it was actually taking in the Vic Fontaine room, not in the where the
Seriously?
Trexperts were set up.
Yeah, but did no one record it? It's not online anywhere.
I don't see. I tried
Mitch,
to look
I looked
for it.
all week. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
And
You
I
know, a
even tried to
good,
find, like, blog reports on it.
convention puts all their panels online, so people that weren't able to go to the show could go download it and listen. Maybe on the word balloon for the audio, or maybe you can go to the video. That's what a good convention does. Back to you guys.
It's true. It's true.
I would have loved to hear that.
mentioning-
Can I ask who was on the Canon panel? Was it the writers? Was
I
it
know
the
Mike
Oh, God,
Sussman,
no.
one of the
was
Enterprise
it?
writers. Yeah, feel free to look it up if you want to, Wayno.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know Mike Sussman. Mike Sussman, by the way, pitching to Skydance a Archer TV show with Bakula as the president of the Federation.
Oh, please no.
Please, yes. Of all the, if you're going to go back, hold on. Let me make my plea. I agree. I want to see shows that move the ideas forward. That said, if we are going to go backwards, at least that would be interesting as a West Wing. He's president of the Federation, and we get into the politics of the Federation first coming together. And there's good ideas for stories there, in my opinion. Feel free to
No,
disagree.
you know
with me.
why? You know why?
What?
It's not. It's not worth it now because it contradicts so much stuff from these shows we just watched. Why would you? You would just get more of a headache. You would be like, wait a minute.
It would be in a
It
period though
contradicts
before
this and that.
Pike and after Enterprise, which they haven't touched. So I would be okay with that. Do you have the info, Wayno?
Yeah. With Trek movies, Anthony Pascal, Laurie Ulster, Brian Drew, and Matt Wright with special guest Mike Sussman.
Okay, I only recognize Sussman of those people, but that's
Is
fine.
Pascal related to Amy Pascal from Paramount or whatever she was at?
I don't know who that is. buddy.
Fox? That was the girl that ran all the Spider-Man movies over at Sony.
Oh, I doubt it. Well, maybe she's related. I don't know.
Maybe she's Pedro Pascal's cousin. I don't know.
Exactly.
Is Pedro in there?
Anyway, we can. I want to let Wayne show, and then I'll save Trek news for the end.
No, you guys keep
go,
talking
Wayne.
for a minute.
Oh, okay, I was going to let you do your photos, but if you're not ready, feel free.
No, I was just seeing.
Are you
if
looking
they
up
might
Amy
put it on
Pascal like we really give a goddamn?
No, I know. I was just checking the if they actually might have put the panel on their website.
That would be nice.
Oh, are there videos of the panels on the
Wait,
web?
I'm just looking right now.
Because
So
I just looked on YouTube, figuring because that's where I've usually found
Nope.
recorded panels before.
Yeah, I'll have to do a little more
Full
research
disclosure,
on that.
Johnny wanted me to do a video intro for Wayne's pictures, but I didn't. So
Well, I
Yeah,
asked you,
no,
like,
no.
Hey, Wayne,
before
can
we
I ask
started.
the question? Was Old Trek represented? I know Mr.
Sure, was-
Walter Koenig wasn't there. He was ill.
The only main old Trek person was Shatner. And
Oh,
there's
Takei didn't travel. Maybe he
no,
can't anymore.
Decay wasn't there.
oh,
Walter, from what I've heard, is not in the best of shape.
Yeah,
correct.
I think even George has some issues because
Yeah.
he wasn't
You
traveling.
know, when he was on Colbert last year, whenever it was, they introduced him already sitting down. So I have a suspicion mobility might be in it. And again, the guy's in his 90s. It's
He's
okay.
in his 90s. I know people in their 50s can't move around too much.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Word Balloon.
Sorry.
I'm working at it. I got an
No, but
appointment this
I'm
week.
serious about it. I mean, God bless these guys for making it to 90. My dad
Uh,
made it to 60. I wish he was here.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree
Yeah.
more. Absolutely.
I love when I had Lee Majors cancel on me, and I had people write me letters about how dare you. I go, you know what? Don't even let me tell you what I really think, because I'm like, are you effing kidding me? The man's 80-something, 88 years old. He has leg issues or whatever. He couldn't make it. Oh, I was coming. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go. Or when we had Adam West die on me years ago, people were getting mad at me. I go, oh, I'm sorry. Or Jim Shooter, God rest his soul, was supposed to come, and people were mad about it. I'm like, do you hear yourselves? Do you hear yourselves? Because you're stupid beyond words. You really are. And there's no other word for it. I don't know if you have a mental disorder. I don't know if there's something wrong. You got hit in the head. But the fact that you're upset when an elderly person can't make it to a show because of a health issue, they get irate. I'm like,
they watch the reruns, and they don't think about that. You know, that was 50 years ago, and he was.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
You know, and well, I know you and I know because we lived it. But again, sometimes people forget. They don't realize.
Oh, I love when they see the actors at my show, and I hear that all the time. Oh, she got old. So did you, you fat ass, dumbass. Oh,
I know.
Oh, she got old. No, really.
So Stanley wants to know, how was Terrificon and TrekCon?
It was terrific, Stanley. If you weren't there, you missed out something on your life you'll never get back. So I can't help you with that. You know.
I know. I told Doug Jones that he was going to have the best time because Mitch takes care of everybody better than anyone else.
That's right. And they all did.
Can I tell you what a delight that person is? I love Doug Jones.
Doug Jones is a sweetheart. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's cool.
Everybody was great. Everybody. And it was so great. I said, screw Star Trek. I'm doing it the same weekend as Trek Vegas again next year just to piss all you people off. That's right.
Carrie from Splash Pages agrees. Terrificon was amazing this year.
That's right. Carrie was there.
Yep.
She saw my resting Mitchie face. She actually was going to make a T-shirt on it.
The Splash Page people are letting me use their video on Bloom's YouTube channel. So I will have this week.
I did get a lot of compliments, John.
Let me finish. God bless you, son, and I appreciate it. But let me finish the commercial first. The first panel that they posted is the Shooter tribute panel. I'll have that.
Oh.
But thank you, Mitch. I didn't mean to step on my own compliment.
No. I got nothing but compliments across the board, and they were like, every panel was a home run. Suntress was on key or on par, whatever the hell he was on. Something.
On point.
But anyway,
he was on drugs, and whatever was on was drugs. Lots of drugs.
Well, those spores that came out of the side and just blasted him, and he was like, "Hey, I'm going to hang upside down on
coexistence
island." No. You were the one from the old days where it was like, you know, and whenever
the side of paradise again. Yeah. Instead of Chapel and Spock, it should have been that woman from this side of paradise, and she was a crew member on Pike's Enterprise, and that's where you could have had at least her being like, "I love you, Mr. Spock," and that he then was flirting around,
cool.
And then the TOS episode could have made more sense of now I can love you, yeah. But again, dude, I'm sorry, you'll forgive me for patting myself on the back, but really, Sam Kirk should have been on that episode and telling him, Jim, come on, man, you can do this.
Yeah, let's just say that. It's kind of like when I yelled at Karen Allen and told her how Indiana Jones' Dial of Destiny should have ended, and she was crying, laughing, and the audience was clapping for me. I go, yeah, no problem. I would have done it for free, but instead of getting James Mangold for $200 million, but whatever.
Check the comment, Mike or Mitch. Probably a little cheaper on the finances than Trek Vegas, at least.
Yes,
damn right it is.
Yeah, I would think so.
Damn right it is. And we had a lot of those people there. We've had Rebecca Romaine, Ethan Peck, Celia Rose Gooding,
Jerry O'Connell.
Jones, Jerry O'Connell. Yeah, well, that's right. He was voiced on
Jonathan Frakes.
Frakes.
And Terry Farrell and the Not Visitor and Armin Shimmerman and Andrew Robinson.
Yeah. I had Rene Aubergenois years ago. I've had Tony Todd. Guess both of them, God rest their souls. But yeah. No, it's you don't always have to go to Trek Vegas, Wayne.
Well, yeah, listen, I respect Wayne, his love for Trek. That's one of the reasons why I'm glad he joins us on these shows. Also, Wayne, before we wrap, I will want an Alien Earth review.
God.
Oh, interesting.
Really?
All right, save it though. A little good tease. Good tease. But right now, here I'm going to put up. I'll
Do
put
I
up
have to?
I'll put up the photos.
Oh,
Eventually,
yeah, I'll do the photos. The photos are good.
yeah. Let's do the photos. That's positive. Here we go. Boom.
Boom. Okay, that's
All right.
me.
Oh my!
Right in the middle. I like your my favorite Martian antenna.
Yeah, yeah.
Who's the
I was
guy
doing
behind-
that. Shh. Sorry.
Who's the guy behind you?
Well, first, yeah, go
Oh.
through the row, Wayne, from left to
Oh
right.
shoot. It's the
Is that
cast from
Rosario?
Resident Alien.
Is that
Yeah, it's
Rosario Dawson
No,
at
no,
the end?
Alan
this is
Tudyk.
the cast from Resident Alien. So Alan
Oh.
Tudyk is right
Oh.
behind me.
Yeah,
Robert Duncan McNeil has the hat on,
because he's
and
the
the three
producer
ladies.
or a director. or something.
I don't remember their names, but
Okay.
they're also in the show.
Oh, okay. Because I thought
And
it was
so
a
what I was
Voyager.
doing was
Yeah.
I was going, shh, I'm an alien. And I told them, look like I'm a stupid person. And for some strange reason, they did it.
It wasn't
They,
hard for them.
No. It wasn't hard for them after I gave them that. So that's why they got their little expressions.
Now, can I ask you a question, Wayne? Because
Yeah.
I know in the few photo ops that I've done, like they usher you in, stand here, take
Yeah.
the picture, then they rush you out. You tell them, like, you have time to tell them this is what you want to do. And stuff like that,
At the Trek Vegas,
they're more.
I am
lenient with this?
known to give them direction.
Oh, okay.
I've done it.
That's awesome.
I've done it for 10 years.
That's
So
awesome.
the photographer knows. And the
No.
difference between Trek Vegas photographer is really good compared to like any of the other conventions. It's Epic. I think it's Epic that does it.
Not
And
mine. No.
and so you're in and out. But even with the Epic ones, I will always go in front of the actors and say, "Hey, let's do this," because I know that fucks up. Sorry, that messes up the photographer, and they get a little cheesed. And I said, "Can we do this?" And I usually get a yeah. I've not had a no so far.
Can I
Respectfully,
let you in
Nate.
a little behind the scenes secret? They usually don't mind it if it's not like 2,000 people waiting outside. But most of
Yeah.
the time, if you go up to the actor, because they're used to taking direction, that's what they freaking
Yeah.
do for a living. If you go up and say, "Hey, would you mind pointing to this, or would you do this, or you pose like
Yeah.
that?" 99 times out of 100, unless they're a douche, like I've had at some shows,
Yeah.
they will do what you want. Because I've even when I'm not doing my own show at New York Comic Con, when I go to talk to someone, I go, "Hey, could you do this?" They usually will comply and do it.
Unless
for
you're
you.
Famke Janssen, because she's
Yeah, well, there's
Oh,
and
wow.
then there's some other people that won't go 10 feet in the air. You have to stand behind a plastic shield and boxes. We won't say who, Susan Sarandon. But anyway,
Okay, so we know these people. Wow, look at Jess Bush. Oh my God.
so
Oh my God, I would have lost my mind. And also, Christina looks great. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Wayne.
easy
So this
now.
was my hey, I'm Bob Hope, obviously an older reference, and I told Ethan Peck, look, like, dude, like what the
You
F
got my girls.
is going on? You
Absolutely.
got my girls, and I did the hey, look at me. And
I don't know how
said, "The
that's
girls-"
Bob Hope, but I like it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
Bob Hope.
And the important thing is this is Trek Watch Wayne at Star Trek Vegas this year. So I
Oh.
have the red, I have my red hat, my red jacket,
And your
so-
tricorder.
and my tricorder.
Did you
so
tell them
I
about
was-
the show?
It's
okay,
no.
no. It's
No.
okay if you didn't.
No,
Clearly
they
you
say
didn't.
you hate us.
I-
Yeah,
I was
we
going to say,
like-
exactly. Yeah, the guy,
I
the
want
guy
them
who
to still
co-hosts,
like
he
me.
hates you. I
Wait,
don't hate
isn't
him.
that the guy from Terrificon on that show? Why is he
sucks.
hating on
That
us?
guy sucks.
Okay,
Oh,
so-
man. Seriously, I would lose my mind with the way.
Ooh,
Look
look
at
at
her.
that.
Oh my God.
So I said to Jess, "Can you do a sexy pose
Yeah.
with my phaser?" And she did it. I went, "Ooh, isn't this
God bless her.
fun?"
Way to go.
Oh,
Way to
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right,
Nurse
all right.
Chapel, ladies and gentlemen. I'd
Yeah,
watch the
cancel
whole
that.
show.
Get canceled
Okay.
at a show.
So this is Mitch's favorite friend, Sam Jones.
Dan
Melanie
Jones.
Yay!
Anderson.
Yeah.
And Melanie Anderson, right?
Yeah, so I had them with these like ray guns, and I had my lightsaber with me. So I had it on red, but it doesn't really light up when they do the photos. So
Yeah.
I was dressed up as a.
I didn't know they get non-Trek actors there. Is that like a new thing?
Yeah, this has been for the past 2 years. They had last year the Galaxy Quest and the 13 Monkeys cast came in.
Well, isn't it
No.
because it's not creation or whatever
It-
anymore?
it is still creation, but creation doesn't have the Star Trek license.
Oh, that's
Right.
why. So
So that's
they
why
have
it's ELV.
Yeah.
And also, I know Space Above and Beyond was there.
Yeah.
with an
That was
Space.
just Kristen Cloak and
Yeah, but still,
Glenn
Wait.
Morgan and another guy, but he was only on one episode.
and also Space 1999 because Barbara
Yep.
Bain was there.
Barbara Bain's still alive?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
Fred.
Cinnamon. There you go, Mitch. Make a note.
Wow.
Next
No,
year,
honestly, how old is she? Like, I'm not kidding.
Has to
She's
be
in
99?
her, I think, 90s.
She
because
has
she
to.
was in a
could be in
wheelchair.
her 90s, sure.
Hey, man, June Lockhart's still alive. She's like 100.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to do the music.
All right.
Done by Johnny Williams in the cast.
Johnny Williams, absolutely.
All right. Now,
Who's that?
this is Gigi Igley.
Oh, from
She was on Farscape,
Farscape, yeah.
but she was
Oh my
also on
God.
Star Trek Continues.
Wow, look at her
Oh.
with hair.
She
Was
calls
she
me all the
Zan?
time,
Was she the
honestly.
blue
dude.
chick? Was she the wait? Was she Zan?
White-
She was the chick with the white
Jaina.
hair.
White hair.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
it's
not the
chick with white
purple
hair.
one.
No,
I like her.
she calls
That's the-
all the time. Honestly.
I forget the name of her character, but when they're about to freeze John Crichton and he's talking to Dargo and he's like, I got good news and bad news for you. And he goes, what's my bad news? He goes, you're going to be frozen for the next 40 years. What's the good news? Jada and I are having incredible sex. And he laughs his ass off and then they freeze him. It's like that was one of the best moments of Farscape. I'm having great
Yeah.
sex. I know you're going to be screwed for the next 40 years. Okay, so
So-
who do we got, Wayno?
This
Who's
is
that?
me and the Delaney twins.
Oh
That
my
was from
God.
the Voyager episode.
Oh my
Wow.
God. That's man, they still look great. Way to go, Delaney twins. I'm a big fan. Sure.
All right.
That's the Paris and Harry Kim duet that they were double dating.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
There's
They-
the Captain Photon photo with all of us.
Oh my God, that's great.
Is
And
that
it's black and white.
Janeway?
Yeah. So here's the story because it's going to get me in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
These guns are loud and colorful.
Uh-oh.
What guns?
Oh, I have guns. The guns from the previous one.
the
Oh,
Flash.
okay.
Photo.
Yeah. These guns
Right.
are very loud
Okay.
and very colorful. I had what you would call a senior's moment.
Uh-oh.
So I wasn't really thinking
Oh, no.
when I did this,
Oh no.
since the guns are at Kate Mulgrew's head around her
Oh,
ear.
no.
I pressed the buttons.
Oh boy.
And she
Oh, you
shot out.
didn't.
Yeah, I did. Oh, I did. I shot up. She shot up out of the chair and she said, God damn it. Or no, or either that or for God's sakes, stand down.
Stand down,
I-
fantastic. Janeway,
I got the hell out of there as quickly as possible.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Wayne. That had to
Oh,
you
no,
had
no,
to
no.
die to-
Again, I just
Blank.
I had a
yeah.
moment. I
No,
had
but
a moment.
is that before this photo or just as it was
Oh
happening?
no! If you look at her face, look at her face, she's going, "What the fuck is going on?" Because I was pressing the. I just wasn't thinking that. I knew they were loud,
Oh,
and they
you-
were.
Did you buy her
Ah, yeah.
something later in the weekend?
fuck,
I'm so
man.
sorry. Please.
And then
forgive-
I was so glad that I was in my red outfit when I got my signatures from her, because
She
Oh,
did
I-
it.
Ooh.
she did
Is
not
that Jerry
recognize.
Ryan?
Yeah,
Oh, that's why I
that's
couldn't
the
get it.
the
Oh,
Voyager
yeah, she looks
cast.
great. Yeah, she looks great. Everybody looks great.
So that's
It was
everyone
the-
from Voyager.
Yeah, it was the 30th anniversary, right? Or
It is
40th?
everyone from Voyager, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah,
thing.
and I did
Yeah.
my I did jazz hands. So they had people stand either with Ethan Phillips or with Garrett Wang, and of course Wayne goes, "I'm going to go down and do jazz hands."
Mhm.
So that's how I.
No, I tried
That's how they
getting
know
Jerry
me.
Ryan, and they said she was at Trek. I couldn't get her this year, but maybe next year.
Yay. There he is.
There's me and James Frayne,
Yep.
Sarek.
Sarek from Discovery, indeed.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the Romulan kid that was in love with Soji from Picard season 1.
no, it wasn't. He hasn't appeared at the show yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, keep going, Wayne, and then I'll ask.
Who's
Okay,
that?
that's Peyton Liss. She was Narissa in season 1
Yeah,
Of,
that's the yes,
of Picard.
right. She's the
Oh,
fake.
Vulcan.
She's the
Oh,
one sister that's pretending to be Vulcan, working with Commodore O.
Yes.
And
Sure.
And she was also in Gotham as Poison Ivy.
Oh,
She was in
really?
the Tomorrow People.
Oh, she
She does a
grew
lot
up.
of genre stuff, and
Yeah,
she's cool. I
was the
said,
older one.
I want you to look tough. I'm going to look like a scared little bunny.
That's
Did
weird.
you literally say bunny?
Yeah.
bet you
love
that.
I love
Bunny.
these photo directions. I love them.
Indeed.
So
These are great, Wayne.
this is Gabrielle Roos and Noelle
Oh yeah.
From
from
Doctor
Lower
Who?
Decks.
So it's
No, from-
from Lower
These are
Decks.
the voice actors. So Gabrielle does Talin,
Yeah,
Tarin, and Noelle does Tendi.
Tendi. Yeah,
Oh, no
And
he's on the
kidding.
right.
And this was her first Vegas convention.
This is
So
Tendi's
I
first,
had-
and he had the Moopsie.
And I had the Moopsie, and I said, I'm going to give you the Moopsie. I'm going to scan it going, what the? This thing is crazy. And then, so that was me. Okay. wait a
That's
minute, wait a minute.
awesome.
This is me with the rest of the crew. So I had
There's
Tawny,
Tawny. Yep.
Mariner, and Eugene, who plays Rutherford.
Rutherford. Sure.
Rutherford, yeah.
Yeah, and I had a badgie on me.
So,
I'm going,
so
look.
Oh,
Was
there's
Jack-
Badger. Yeah.
was Jack there? Was Quaid there or no?
No, Quaid has not made it yet. He canceled.
Oh,
the 1 year
interesting.
he was supposed to be there. So
Interesting.
I said, I'm going to have Badgie on me. I'm going to go, hey, this guy's cool. I want you to react. And that's how they reacted.
Did you
Bite
tell
your legs
Mariner
off.
how much we loved her performance?
She did right there. She performed really
No,
well.
did you? Okay, she didn't.
I
punch you.
did.
Who's
Okay,
that?
that's
Who's that?
Rika.
Oh, I know the name.
Get her
but
last name. She was in Star Trek Discovery. She was working with Lorca as
Oh,
her
she's-
number one officer.
She's the first officer that the tardigrade eats, and she was on Battlestar Galactica.
And
one of the-
she's been
She's
on
one of
a
the
lot of
she's one of the
stuff.
Cylons. She's one
Yeah.
of the 12. She was the president's right hand. She's Mary McDonald's right hand woman, and then we
Yeah.
found out she's a Cylon on Galactica.
Clicky.
Nice.
All right, now this
Yeah,
is. They also had some Star Star Wars people there.
Yeah.
They had Greg Guttenberg.
Oh, sure. J.J. Abrams' best friend.
Yeah,
No,
he's
Stephen.
in everything.
Wait,
No, Greg
Greg
Grunberg.
Grunberg.
Greg Grunberg.
Greg
Yeah, Grunberg.
Grunberg, whatever.
No,
Yeah.
but that's not him. That's a woman.
No. I'm getting to that. They had
Oh.
the Weasley little guy that was in Ahsoka. That's you see him in a lot of science fiction stuff, and he always plays this Weasley manager person. I forget his name. And this is the Night Sister from Ahsoka,
Oh, okay.
who is wearing whatever the white wiggish. She was like Elspeth.
I'm pleased to say I've erased everything about Ahsoka from my mind.
All right.
Oh, I watched it,
Anyway,
though.
she was
There's
cool.
another one coming in.
And actually, when I said Ahsoka, I meant the acolyte, but Ahsoka's
And-
right behind.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Her godfather's Bruce Lee.
Wow,
way.
cool.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
You
Now-
want to call Greg
No, no,
Grunberg
no.
right now?
Is that
No.
Nana?
That's Nana.
Yeah,
I have her book,
Oh, I love her.
open
Yeah.
channel frequencies. I was able to get 38 signatures in it.
Oh,
And every time I got a signature, I said, this is only for XX chromosomes to sign. And I think maybe 20% of them knew what I was saying.
What?
So,
What?
but yeah, I did pretty good. And I asked them to write anything they wanted to. It can be funny as whatever they want to write. I said, just go ahead and write. And I got like 38. A couple just like wrote their name and their character name, but most of them wrote some funny stuff.
I always liked her, but between my Zoom interview with her and then the weekend with Terrificon, it's like, my God, I am so in love with her. She is
Yeah,
such
she
a
was
nice
nice.
lady.
I think
Such a nice
She's
lady.
awesome. Yeah, she's great.
who's that? Ray Paulson?
Oh, this is,
Scotty in the middle, right?
Yeah, this is Simon Pegg.
Oh, it's
Martin
the
Quinn, and
Scotties.
myself.
Wait.
So-
Simon Pegg was there?
Yeah.
He was at Boston at the same on a Saturday.
Like
What do you?
Doug. Just like Doug.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
flew.
Wow.
So what I said,
Yeah, they have airplanes.
we're like
now,
the
but-
two little devils wanting you to drink. And if you notice, if you zoomed in on that flask, it has a Delta on it. A Star Trek
Oh.
Delta.
Nice.
Oh.
It's
I
a
think-
wee drink. I want you to have it.
So that's
I
the
think
Scotties, huh? Nice.
I like it.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Was that it?
Where's
Was that the
I
end?
thought you said Greg Grunberg was there.
Oh, I didn't get a picture with him.
Oh,
He's very nice. I've had the
Greg
pleasure.
Grunberg.
He's good friends
Oh.
with Jeff Loeb, and that was
And
always my in with him. And he's
He
like,
has
"Oh, you're
the
a good
same
friend. I know you."
problem. He has the same problem as a lot of us older men. He has a really bad case of alopecia
Yeah.
because now he's totally bald.
No, I saw
No
that.
way.
And yeah, he's totally
Wow.
bald.
Oh
And
my God.
he's a day younger than me. We have the
Oh,
same
that's crazy.
birthday somewhere. But
He was
let's
on
call
Heroes.
him right now.
He was the cop on Heroes. back
Yeah, I
in the
know
day.
he was. But he
He
was
was
also
the pilot on
Finnegan.
Lost.
He was Finnegan in Star Trek, the second one or the third. He was at the space station.
Third.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
the third
And
one.
I said,
Third
"You're
one.
kidding
And
me, right?"
he's Kirk's stepdad in
Voight.
the first in 09 when Kirk steals the car and he's on his phone. You better turn around and bring my car back or I'm going to kill you.
Nope.
You know?
Nope. And he's in every J.J. Abrams production. In The
Yes,
Force
he's a good look.
Awakens, he was Snap
he's the-
Wesley.
He's the pilot in Lost that explodes. Listen,
Yeah.
I know what to do, Will. It's like, all right.
He
I
was
guess-
the new Porkins in the new Star Wars.
Yes,
movie.
he was. He absolutely. He had to pay $2 more for his flight suit because he was.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you
2XL.
got the extra material.
Exactly. Fat people have to pay more. I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
Hey, Trump, you want to do something for fat people? Do that. All right, no more. For double X, you got to pay the same price. All right. Anyway, Trek news. So I mentioned that Mike Sussman is proposing this President Archer show. Star Trek Utopia. I forget what it's called. Maybe somebody in the chat will remember. But or feel free if you want, Wayne. It doesn't matter. You don't have to if you don't.
And where does that take place, Johnny?
Well, like I said, it's after Enterprise, but before Strange New Worlds.
Ugh.
And it's that period right after Enterprise where you saw it. These are the voyages when you saw Riker and Troy watching Archer's inauguration speech or whatever the speech was that he supposedly is making.
Can I tell you about prequels? Prequels suck.
Yeah. All right, I
They
know.
suck.
I understand.
They all
Well,
suck.
I understand, Mitch, and I agree with you. But sadly, the producers think that's what people want.
No, I mean, you, there's never any danger. You know what's going to kind of happen. So it's like if you miss it,
wouldn't you
don't worry
say?
about it.
But wouldn't you say Andor was a good exception of we knew what the destination was, but getting the journey was worth it? I think it was.
There
If
are,
I
there are far and
Terrible.
few between, and I still wouldn't have done Andor or Rogue One. I would have went forward.
See, that's
I
the
hear
same
you.
thing. 'Cause as much as Rogue One is as competent and capable, and it's very well done, it undermines the whole original Star Wars because there was a magic thing by Luke Skywalker firing that 1 in a million shot that takes down the Death Star. When you find out, oh, by the way, there's some faulty wiring behind here, and we just got to get the right little Cupid doll to hit the button, and boom, the whole thing's going to go. No, that waters down the whole mystery
That's
of
right.
the original movie. You know,
That's my favorite wrinkle of the Family Guy parody of that Blue Harvest, and he's like, "How secure is the Death Star? 99.9%, sir. Okay, I would be doing my job if I didn't ask about that 0.1. What is it? Well, yeah, it's the one. There's a little flaw in the airship. All right, should we put plywood or something over the?
Yeah. No,
Oh
but
my!
and again,
All right, wait. Chem Dog with some downer news. Yesterday was the 40th.
that's right. It was.
Yes, it was. I remember I was
It
at
was.
day camp.
Elvis.
Day camp.
Elvis didn't die.
I remember
just
being
went
at day
home.
camp at the Brookfield Zoo when we got the news. Kid had
I
a
was
radio.
playing
on.
Monopoly with my cousin, and we just had seen Star Wars for the 12th time.
So
That's-
Star Trek
this is-
United.
So
Yes,
this
thank
is
you.
why
Yes.
this
Star
is why
Trek
all the
United is the name
Elvis
of the-
Presley movies are on the old channels.
Uh,
TMZ.
Because it's
Also,
always been on.
one thing about episode 6 that we really didn't mention that we should, that clearly this was Akiva Goldsman's attempt at a backdoor pilot for what he's been talking about at New York, at San Diego, and even at Vegas. Hey, wouldn't it be great to do Star Trek Year One with the
Oh, no.
original characters? Of course, that's what he's talking about, Mitch. That was the whole
I
point of this
saw that
episode.
shot when they were all standing there for the moment, and I was like, well, of course, McCoy wasn't there, but I was like, oh, look,
Right.
there's Uhura, Scotty, Spock,
Yeah.
and Kirk,
Well,
and
yeah,
there's
that's the
Chapel.
intent.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
that's the
I hope
intent.
not.
And it's
No.
like, please no. And again, I point to even the people that like New Trek are like, please don't do that. And it's like, yeah, because again, we all agree, go forward. You know what's crazy? I remember Brandon Braga talking about, I forget what show that, or even Star Trek Future, and he's like, what are we going to do? Make the phasers smaller? And it's like, no, but you could have political turmoil.
Yeah.
Maybe we could see what would have led to, and I still hate that the Romulans and the Vulcans, Navarre, it's not Vulcan anymore, it's Navarre.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I got no problem with them making peace. And again, I wouldn't mind finding out about how they get there. No, I want things post Picard season 3. Prodigy, the era of Prodigy.
You know
I mean,
what?
That's what I want to see.
I remember when Star Trek Next Generation started and Worf was on it, and someone had written, the Organian prediction has come true, because on the Organian piece or whatever it was back in the original show, that when they had the the Klingons and Kirk fighting, and it was what's his name from
Core.
Yeah, but the actor's name, was he on
John Colicos. John
Colicos. Yeah, from Battlestar. So yeah, and they go, oh, someday you and the
Federation will be friends.
We'll be friends. That'll never happen, this and that. And so it was kind of cool. So if they had referred back to stuff from, hey, look, like Cisco comes back or something like that.
Right.
That's why you guys read those novels and stuff in the comic books, because it's like, oh, this is what's going to happen. We always want to know what's going to happen 100 years from now. I would love to watch new Star Trek. It's like, oh, this is what happened. Tribbles became a sentient being and ate half the Earth. All right, that's cool. I'll buy that one. But
speaking of Tribbles eating half the Earth, am I the only one that watched Aliens Earth?
No,
Ordway wait, but if you want to get to it, fine.
Sure. So,
give us the review of it, Wayne, because you're my test pilot.
Oh, wow.
You and Chucky, and I'll tell you, Chucky liked it. Chucky liked it.
Okay.
You got to understand, though, Chucky, I love Chucky. He's one of my best friends. Mm-hmm. Chucky's got that Redbox video, and every now and then you find a gem, but Chucky likes a hell of a lot more of that kind of low-budget Redbox video than I do. But go ahead.
Okay. Wow, this is not low budget. Well, they've definitely put the money into it. It has all the it gives you all the alien feels. The musical cues are all there. I'll tell you, it's the editing. For whatever reason, whoever edited the episodes, the 2 episodes, I don't know what it is, but it really feels kind of disjointed. Now, I know that you're trying to tell multiple stories, like different stories. It is a slow burn. Yes, I agree.
That was my fear. Go ahead.
It's the way that it's edited.
No, when you say that, Wayne, are you saying from a story standpoint?
From a story standpoint.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, I'm used to having like 2 different storylines, like a past story and a current story going on, and it flows. There is a flow to it. This, I find it jagged. It just sort of, it hits you like, whoa, oh, now we're here. Oh, now we're going back.
We'll have a convergence point where.
Oh, we're already at the conversion point.
Okay.
I don't think we're going to see much more. It just, I don't know. It's just
much more flashback. So is that what you're saying? Like
the flashbacks should be over.
We're up to speed. Is that what you're saying?
Does it take place before Sigourney Weaver's?
Yes, it does.
So they knew about the aliens already before the movies and before Aliens?
So there you go. See, now you're ruining the whole movie.
But it does explain why Weyland
Jumanji or whatever it is. Yeah.
Whatever. Weyland Jumanji. Why they really wanted Ash to preserve the eggs and to preserve the alien. You now see why, because this was a Weyland Jumanji ship that went out to get different alien species, and they're really building up. The world building is there, talking about, again, it's just like Rollerball. Corporations have divided the earth and have divided the solar system. So everything is divided, and it's corporations. It's not governments. Governments do not exist anymore. It's
just
all
like
corporations.
Here.
I'm going to tell everyone not to look at the chat if you don't want things spoiled. ChemDog, take it easy. I'm not looking for spoilers. I'm looking for reviews.
Oh man,
no. And I'm just trying to say, and I'm trying to keep it as.
I know you are. I'm just telling ChemDog, don't spoil, please. That's all I'm saying.
Spoil the ChemDog. I know where you live.
Like I said, I like the musical cues. I like how it gives you all that old aliens. If you followed all the alien movies, it going. Oh, I love that. I can't mimic it, but it's just, you know, it's that. Oh no, that's Lost in Space, for crying out loud. But again, no, it's just the but then at the end of the episode, it goes into this hard rock song, and it just like, it's one of those, you take that hard stop and you're going, what?
Is it Surfing with the Alien by the Butthole Surfers?
Oh no,
no. Surfing with the Alien is by my good friend, and I'm blanking Italian name.
So
guitarist.
Good a friend.
Damn it, I can't think of his name. I had him on my show.
Satriani.
Yeah, Satriani, Joe Satriani. Exactly.
You know Joe Satriani?
He's been on Word Balloon, my friend. He had a real fast tangent. He had a new science fiction graphic novel.
Oh, he did?
And the PR a couple of years ago, the PR people were like, I want to talk to Joe Satriani. I'm like, I've loved that guy since Surfing with the Alien. Of course I want to talk to him. And it was so great. And I'm like, seriously, man, I've loved your music. And he's always had, if you know his albums, conceptually, he's a science fiction guy.
How did he get the rights to have the Silver Surfer on that album cover?
$5,000. That's all it cost.
Really?
$5,000.
Back
I
then.
always wondered that because I used to see that. Yeah.
And that would have been a great Jim Shooter question. I wish I had remembered to ask him that back in the day. So yes, thank you.
Anyways,
indeed, Joe Satriani. Yes, EJB also a Satriani fan. Attaboy.
So basically, if you saw the trailers, a ship comes to Earth bearing gifts.
Yep.
And it bears a lot of different types of gifts.
Is it tied into Prometheus, Wayne? Is that just not even there?
No, this is it's after Prometheus, before Alien.
So Prometheus does count now as canon. That movie was.
Oh yeah, Ridley Scott says it's canon.
Oh God, I hated that movie.
Yeah,
hey, that's my co-star.
So yeah,
from Prophets of Science Fiction. My dear friend Ridley Scott.
Okay, yeah,
who I never met.
Ridley Scott produced a movie that I was in, so he's my buddy.
He hosted a show that I was in 3 episodes, sir.
Oh,
Prophets of Science Fiction. So there.
So when you see the movie Springsteen and I, starring me and Bruce Springsteen, it says Sir Run Run Shaw in the beginning. And I'm in the theater. I go, that's the guy who made Blade Runner. Everybody, I'm in a movie with that guy.
And me and Bruce.
IMDb
went to Darlington County, and I ended up getting handcuffed to the state trooper's car. So there you go.
Was it ice?
That going for you? What are you talking about? You just gave us a whole photo album of you with like half our favorite sci-fi people, including 2 fantastic pictures with Jess Bush.
I know that's Jess Bush, that half shirt.
Not to spoil Alien Earth.
Jess Bush isn't in it.
I have no idea how many episodes there are. It is a very slow burn. Okay. It deals with the interesting concepts. I really like how Timothy Olyphant. I already know what he's. Yeah, he's in it.
Spoilers.
He's sexy.
I know who he is and what he is. So it's just like, okay, cool. It's an interesting take on.
Do we want to know what year it takes place? It's
100 years. I think it's 100 years before Alien.
100 years before Alien. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why?
Yeah. That's
Why?
Wait a minute. Did they mention the Alien Predator movies, or that doesn't count?
Oh, we don't know if that counts or not.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Have you ever seen the timeline for Terminator? How it splinters into so many different.
Ever since Genesis? Yeah, probably.
Oh no, even before Genesis.
No,
Terminator.
No.
When they did Terminator Salvation, they went through. There's at least 3 different Terminator timelines. At least
Salvation, the one with the guy that screamed at everybody.
Yeah,
Christian Bale.
Yes, that's Christian Bale. Yeah,
that sucked. That movie.
Yeah, and that also didn't. And at the time, that didn't include the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is
that was
another timeline. So
I like that show.
Yeah,
there you go.
You know what? I think I'm okay with that because that's all time travel stuff. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you could rewrite it all day.
It's a slow burn. You're going to have cute little aliens that are not cute and do nasty shit.
What's it on? FX or something?
Oh, it's on
Hulu
Disney
and
Plus.
FX.
Hulu.
Oh yeah, or it's
Hulu,
Disney Plus
and FX. Yes, all three.
It's interesting. I got to say, it's interesting. I'll watch it because I love Alien. I think Alien was the perfect
horror,
yeah,
sci-fi
it would be
horror.
the perfect horror.
Standalone.
it would be up there with Event Horizon for me.
Sure.
That was I was
come
thinking
on.
when you were
I
talking
think
about
Aliens
the
could have been
eyes.
Event Horizon. Yeah.
But
So
when
was
you were
I.
talking
Event
about,
Horizon.
Oh, Event
That's right.
Horizon.
I think you were
Right.
talking
That's
about
the
Event
movie.
Horizon.
That's
When
the
you were
movie,
talking about
yes.
the eyes, and I was just trying to go through it all. I'm going the only one I could think of because I'm thinking of Sam Neill at the
Yeah,
end.
they had this. Yeah, he had the scabby eyes. You're right.
Yeah. So
Whereas this guy just said, you know,
Or
it
was
was
it
kind of like
Tracers?
it was like the Stooges when a stove would explode and they'd have soot in their eyes. There you go, right
yeah.
there. How you doing?
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah, we hardly
So-
knew ye much.
so
Although,
again,
all right. So who do we know more? Nurse Black Eyes or
Boy.
or Hemner?
Hemner had the eyes thing, yeah.
yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying you're right
No,
about
I
that. He
think-
was one of the Anar, but
Yeah.
no, I meant like who do we know better as far as a character for a blip?
But like,
Hammer,
you
of
know,
course.
this guy was going to pass away because like they're introducing this guy and he's nowhere in the future unless
Well, when they
rewrite
always
him.
write a
No,
letter
I'm looking
home,
forward.
it's
If-
always
if-
bad.
If La'an and Ortegas and some of these others don't die in the last episode of Strange New Worlds, I have no use for this show. They all
Wow,
need
dark.
to die. They all need to die.
You know what
Or
they
else
should have
why
played?
weren't they on the Enterprise when the
You know what they
handoff
should have
happened?
played? Him and
What?
what's his name? Dr. Ubanga? What's his name?
Mambanga.
Mumbanga.
Joseph.
Mambanga.
Joseph
Joe.
Mambanga.
Joe. That's right, Joe.
Yeah,
They
Joe.
should have
Joey.
played. They said, "Hey, I found this song in Captain Pike's hit album. They could have played Doctor My Eyes by
Nice.
Jackson Brown
Big
Yeah.
fan.
because he had that other music in his room. Yeah,
I had a
remember they were
Jackson.
dancing?
I met Jackson Brown. I've told you guys that story, haven't I?
Yeah.
Why don't you regale us with this tale one more time, Danny?
We were at the premiere of Lost in America here in Chicago, the Albert Brooks movie.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy Gary were in line.
Where was
people were
Chuck?
cutting people. What's that?
Where was Chuck?
I didn't know Chuck back then. It's my buddy Gary. So it's back, early college or late high school. So we're in line, and it's only playing downtown. This is back when, art movies were only playing one theater, and people were cutting through line to go to the concession. We'd have to back up. We were waiting to get in the theater, and we back up, and the people behind us, and I turn around, and there's this beautiful, tall blonde in rattlesnake boots, flowing, beautiful hair. And I'm like, man, that looks like Daryl Hannah. And then I look at the guy next to her and I'm like, well, it's definitely Daryl Hannah. That's Jackson Brown. And so I said to her, because I bumped into her, I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. She's like, oh, that's okay. And I go to say something to Jackson Brown. And he goes, all right, you know who we are now. F off.
Wow.
He said that.
Yes. I'm like, oh, I
Wow.
said Jackson Brown told me to F off. And he didn't
What a-
say F off. He said the word. And I'm
What a
like, hey,
dick.
doctor, can you read my eyes? Exactly. Down on the
That's the-
boulevard. Let me tell you,
That's
he wasn't
not
much good at
nice.
saying goodbye, but that girl could sing. Anyway,
That's not nice.
no, but it was funny. Yeah, it's
Have
a
you
good
guys
cocktail
watched
story.
the Nautilus? It's
I
still
love the
No.
Nautilus. Did it
really
wrap up
good.
yet?
What's that on?
Not yet.
AMC. It's
AMC.
very good. I didn't know it's a Disney produced show.
I was gonna say I think it's on Disney. I saw the thing come
Oh,
out.
is it on
I
Disney?
haven't looked for it on
Disney
Disney
Plus.
It might
No,
be,
it's on Disney Plus.
because it's
yeah.
produced by them. But for whatever reason, it's not showing on any of the Disney channels. It's showing on AMC. And
No,
it's
I think it's on
it-
there, Johnny.
Well, I'm saying I don't know. I haven't looked on the streamer. I'm saying like on over the air because
Oh.
the air it's running on AMC.
Oh,
and
I see.
and the guy that plays Captain Nemo, hello, I'm Captain Nemo. It's
James Mason?
well, that's who played him back in the 50s, if you remember.
No.
That's why I'm doing the voice.
First
but,
movie I
no.
ever saw.
The guy from Discovery who was the secret Klingon that was in love with Michael Burnham.
Oh,
And
the
then-
one they did all the surgery on, that guy?
yeah,
Yeah.
Klingon sleeper agent. I
Yeah,
forget his
that was-
character's name.
That was a
But
great
yeah,
story.
he's Nemo. He's a very good Nemo. Quite good. I like that show a lot, actually.
Is he
Gotta
little?
watch it if it's on Disney Plus.
Is he
I don't know,
little
find out.
Nemo?
Well,
He's
I'm
not
just-
Oh, you know
Nemo,
what's
no.
not good? You know what's
Tell me.
not good? I'm sorry. I didn't bother
Tell me.
going. I watched the first three. Is it Eyes of Wakanda or Agents of Wakanda?
Eyes of
Oh, I haven't
Wakanda, I
watched that
believe.
yet.
I tried, man. I really tried.
Yeah, I
And,
couldn't get
mean,
into it either, man.
It's like set hundreds of years before, and
Yes.
I thought it was going to be like modern day Wakanda. It was going to tell the stories with what's her name?
Shuri.
No. The bald. What's her name? The
Oh,
Dama.
the warrior
Oh.
chick?
Oh, the Okoye?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, oh, like the secret agents, like Agents of Shield, but Agents of Wakanda,
Me
and it
too.
was going to be like all this spies and intrigue about all the things that they're.
Yeah, I don't. I got to
What's
be
the
honest.
name of that group? It's like the secret agents he has. Like they're.
No, I know what you mean.
But
yeah,
I think
I would do that as well.
I liked my premise better. I was like, hey, that's what I want to watch, and then I'm watching.
Yeah.
It's like 300 years ago, and this and that, and the Iron Fist. I'm like, who cares? I don't
Yeah.
care. It's not a prequel. No, nobody cares. So
Tim Dog says he got invested in Ironheart.
oh, look at that.
Is
Look at
that Scotty? Stand by.
That's Scotty.
You cannot
his name?
change the laws of physics, Captain.
There you go.
What's his real name? Neil something?
Martin Quinn.
Martin Quinn. Oh, like a Martin Quinn production.
Exactly. And
Stan,
Give
you
me-
mentioned original cast only being Shatner, but he also wants to know if there were any Next Generation cast members at Trek Vegas.
yeah, sorry.
Frakes,
Michael Dorn, Jonathan
Okay.
Oh,
Frakes.
Dorn.
Spiner
Spiner,
was there. Frakes was there.
Spiner.
I'll tell you a story off air about it. I'll tell you a story about him off air. That's an off air story.
Michael
All right.
Dorn.
No, about Brent Spiner, and something else. Denise Crosby was there.
Yay!
Just going through the line. LeVar Burton was there with his daughter Mika.
Oh, she was on Picard.
Yeah. Delancey wasn't there.
Okay.
Curtis wasn't there. 'Cause they're
Gates?
usually at the back.
Gates?
Gates was there. Yeah, Gates was there. She
Okay.
looks so anorexic.
Yeah, she is. She is very thin. She is really thin.
And-
Very bony. God bless her. I mean,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. I still love Beverly.
No. It's just too.
Yeah, I'm a little
It
worried
looks-
about her too. It's like,
it
eat
looks
a sandwich,
unhealthy.
Beverly, please.
Um.
Somebody get her a salty pretzel.
Yeah. They were there.
All right.
Apparently I was wrong. Nautilus is not on Disney Plus.
Give me a minute.
Says Mario.
Wait, maybe it's on Amazon Prime.
It's on AMC or something like that. So
Yeah,
you
AMC
can
Plus.
pick it up on
Yeah,
AMC
AMC.
app.
Right. I assumed it was on their streamer. But yeah.
I don't even know if I paid
But
for
it is
that.
produced by Disney, and that did surprise me because I think it's a quality show, and it's weird that Disney didn't want it, but it almost sounded like, how Paramount abandoned Prodigy and then Netflix picked it up,
You know what's a quality book? This book right here.
Stand by. What is that?
This is by Chip Kidd
Oh,
and
yeah.
Michael Crow.
Yeah.
It just came out. It's all
Yeah.
done.
Vera City Trap.
Yes, it's all done in the Jack Kirby style, and it's
Yeah.
got Michael Cho and Chip. I don't want to spoil it, but they take place. It's in the early days of the Avengers. Very good book. I just picked it up last week at Terrificon, so
That's cool.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah,
Today,
I got my copy signed by. Oh, here it is.
Who? Mike
Yeah.
Cho?
And Chip Kidd.
Where was Cho?
Nope.
At San Diego?
Yeah, they were at San Diego. It was pre-released at San Diego.
Mine just showed up. I just dropped something. But anyway.
Almost sound like Chewbacca.
What the
Oh,
hell
man.
is this?
Let me give you the alternate Lost in Space theme song. Wow.
Somewhere,
Great.
Rue is jumping out of her chair.
Come on, June Lockhart, big rock and roll fan, which I love. Lassie's mom was like really into David Bowie, is really into David Bowie.
Why is this saying no power?
Stanley wanted to know if I had any problems with security at Terrificon. No, not this year.
Yeah, not
Although,
that you know.
although Mitch's wife was ready to kill me for nothing
Yes,
for
she
nothing
was.
that I did wrong.
she got you confused with another chubby
Indeed. Yes, it's true.
56-year-old man.
Hey, I've lost weight. Leave me alone.
I know you have. You all did. There was so many Ozempic going on at that show. It was like a goddamn cocaine habit. Because every chubby guy I know is like, wow, you look skinny. Why you look skinny? Well, I'm on the Wegovy. I'm on the Ozempic. I'm like,
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Manjura for me.
Manjaro.
Manjura for everybody. Yeah,
Magato
for
for
everybody.
everybody.
Stand
What
by.
is that?
So this is what I brought to
Space 19.
Vegas because not only was Barbara Bain there, but Nick Tate was there.
He's
Yes,
still
I
alive,
remember
too?
hearing Nick Tate was there.
Oh
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Sorry. Oh yeah. So there's
I'm a big
Barbara
fan.
Bain.
Wasn't he Carter? Wasn't that his guy?
Yes,
Yeah, Alan Carter.
that's right.
And
Jesus.
then
Well done, Mitch.
I got him to write Eagle 1 to Moonbase Alpha.
There you
Perfect.
go.
I
There you
literally, I was having a really bad day,
Oh no.
and it was a really, 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 really bad day. With him writing that, it made everything go away. I
get it.
felt like I actually felt when he wrote that, I was like a kid all over again.
That's awesome.
And it's just anyway, here's the Nas book.
The
Yes.
what?
The
Nas.
Nas book.
Oh, okay.
Look at
So,
that.
yeah, as you can see, I was kind of busy. Like I
Denise.
said, I got like
Data's
What did
fully
Denise write?
functional.
What did Denise write above her name? Is that
She
is
said
that a
data
little
is fully
title of
functional.
passage?
yeah, data is fully functional.
You know what that means, don't you?
I may have a
should know.
story about that, but that'll be off the air.
3 different speeds.
Hey.
Wah.
Oh shit! I was just
Classic.
going to ask you. Mark Goddard's dead.
Yes, he is. Yes, I
He
used to
lived-
live
he
near
used to
where
live
Mark
right up
Goddard
here
was
in
a professional ed
Massachusetts.
teacher. Mark,
He was always, he
we
was
shared
always
a limo from GalaxyCon back in the day when it used to not be GalaxyCon in Orlando, and it was pretty cool. Major
Major Don West.
you nefarious nincompoop. Actually, he said that more about the robot, Dr. Smith. You ninny. Good stuff.
Ooh.
Never fear, Smith is
Uh-oh.
here.
Ooh. That sounds like that guy from that show.
Chudy.
R54.
From Car 54, exactly. Joey
All right,
Ross.
all right.
I
And
watched his other show, It's About Time, which is kind of like instead of Planet of the Apes, the astronauts go back to the cave times. Horrible. Oh, wait,
Who,
stand by.
Joey Ross?
Yes.
so I brought my copy of Flash Gordon down, and I
That'd be
got
Sam
the
Jones.
amazing team of Art and Franco to do a little drawing. So I had and I said it was a flip of the coin. Whoever does what, I don't care. I just wanted Flash and Dale.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Art did Flash. Then Sam was there, so I got Sam to sign it.
Sam
What
J.
did, what, did, what did
Jones.
Sam say when you brought him the book?
He says, "Hey, I was at that place last year signing things for Flash Gordon."
Mhm.
And then here's Franco's, Dale Arden.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, Melody. Love her.
yeah, so
Why
This
does
is,
anybody love Dr. Zarkov? Why?
No love for Zarkov.
No love for Zarkov.
Of
Or
course,
the,
Timothy Dalton.
Oh,
as
you know
Prince
who
Karen.
died today?
Yes, we do.
No. Who are you going to say? Because you don't know.
Terrence
who.
Stamp?
No,
well,
besides
probably.
that. Who?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
not Terrence Stamp. Who else?
Well, the guy that created the James Bond logo. The famous 007 with the gun. He
Okay.
died today. It happened
Alright,
just
then.
before we came on the air. He might not be General Zod, but he's a big deal, I guess.
Sure, he's a big deal. Sure.
General Zod was suffering from Alzheimer's for years. So.
Oh, was Zarkov Topol? I didn't remember that.
Yeah, Topol was Zarkov. Look, this guy, Joe Karoff. You
Stand
get
by,
that?
Joe Karoff. Hold on.
Joe Karoff.
There we go.
Joe Karoff. Oh, we can't see it. But anyway,
not
the
really.
maker of the famous James Bond logo.
Speaking of James Bond, since you brought him up, I was watching Roustabout. Is that the Elvis Presley movie?
Yes.
Yes.
How you doing, Mal?
And Richard Keel, Jaws. He's
in
the
it?
strong man in the carnival thing.
Well,
there.
more importantly, he's Rock in the Roger Corby episode
right.
of What Are Little Girls Made Of?
That's right. He
is
is.
the equation.
And did you watch the one where Kissing Cousins when he makes out with Yvonne?
Sure.
Craig?
Yeah.
He
That's a
plays
great
two.
one.
No, Elvis plays two parts, or did
Yes,
she play two
yeah.
parts?
No, he plays two parts. He plays his
I
twin
bet.
cousin.
I bet he had her.
Oh, I bet he did too.
That
You know
girl.
who had her, and I had no idea they had a relationship. And now I'm
Burt
blanking
Ward.
on his name. No, stand-up comic from the '50s. The guy used to have his
Shecky Green.
not Shecky Green. No, earlier than, or well, maybe earlier than that. I don't know, but no, he was the political comic. That
Oh,
damn
Burt,
it,
the guy that played the piano.
no, not no, no, not him. Damn it! Oh God, why am I blanking? Great. I mean,
Oh, the guy that did Kennedy. That got.
yeah, that worked on the Kennedy assassination and everything.
No. I'm talking about the guy that made
Not
the
Von
Kennedy
Meter,
album.
not
First
Von Meter.
Family.
No,
Von Meter?
no, not Von Meter. That's the guy who imitated Kennedy. No, damn it. Oh,
Who?
I read
Joey
his
Bishop.
bio. I read his
Joey
biography.
Bishop.
Then he had a what's that?
Joey
Joey
Bishop.
Joey Buttafuoco. Yes. No.
No,
Uh,
Bishop.
No, not Joey Bishop. No. Damn it.
Henny Youngman.
No, he was political in the 50s, and damn it. I can't. I see him in my head. Damn it.
Lenny Bruce. Lenny Bruce.
No, but a contemporary of Lenny Bruce's.
Jesus Christ.
Mrs. Maisel.
George Goebel.
No, not George Goebel.
Jerry
Pauline.
Lewis.
Not
Jerry Lewis.
No.
Carrot
Gene
Top.
Martin.
Carrot
Son of
Top.
a bitch.
Mo. From the Three Stooges.
All
50s
three of them.
comedian who
She did a
lived in
menage a
San Francisco.
trois. She did it all 4 of them. 3 of them. Mo got to watch.
I
No,
wouldn't
not
touch
Lenny
her with
Bruce.
Shem's junk.
Once you go Larry Fine, you never go back.
I wouldn't touch her with Shem's junk. Yeah.
Not Henny Young. Exactly. I
Yeah.
don't know, Mo. Guess what, Mo? I had Yvonne Craig.
Ruff. I don't know. Who did
Damn
you
it, I can't think of his name. This is driving me
You know,
crazy.
it's terrible. Why? Who are you to spoil her reputation on this show?
Yeah. No
Maybe her
canceling
kids are
people.
watching.
50s
She
political
didn't have
comedian,
kids, by the way. So I guess they're
contemporary
not
of Lenny
watching.
Bruce. Hold on, I'm asking
Is
ChatGPT.
anybody out there watching
Mort
us?
Saul.
Contemporary?
Mort
Saul?
Mort Saul.
Really?
And you may not know the name.
I never would have guessed that name.
Does
Yeah, I
anybody out there
understand.
know who
But-
Mort Saul is? Joe
Yeah,
Besser.
Yes.
Yeah, Joe
yeah, no,
Besser
no,
banged.
sir. Not so hard, Batgirl. No, Mort Saul was a big breakthrough, much like Lenny Bruce was
Yeah.
part of that sick humor late 50s humor
Yeah.
craze. And I understand if you read Mad Magazine in the 50s,
I-
you would have known who Mort Saul was.
Curly
read it.
Joe Del Rio banged her.
Del Rio. He's
unknown
the
Curly.
fake Curly Joe. Curly Joe
He
Del
is.
Rio.
He
We've
was like
definitely,
the
we've definitely gone off the
So
rails.
I don't
Yeah.
know how
killing
we
me.
got on that tangent, but
I
yeah,
loved
because
it.
of
Because you
Elvis.
said Yvonne
Elvis
Craig and
died.
Batgirl. Yeah.
Elvis died, and Anne Margaret was there, and she does shows.
Sure she does.
She
Yeah,
does.
I know.
She's about
You know what?
5 foot tall too.
Yes, she is very tiny. She went to my high school. Not when I was there, but 50s. She you know what sucks? They wanted to make an album of all the Flintstone songs.
And Margrock.
Right. And she wouldn't let her songs from the show be on the album. It's like, come on.
Were the Way Outs on the album?
Way Out.
They would
Out.
have had the way outside the album. I bet the Twitch would have been on. And also listen to
Happy
the
anniversary.
Muppets when Fred is high five. Scuba da ba doo ba da pow.
No, don't you remember? Oh, you know what was a great song I liked as a kid? Let the Sun Shine In.
Sure.
No,
That would have been
no,
on there
no,
too.
no. That was Pebbles.
Absolutely.
Pebbles and Bam Bam
Pebbles
sang
and Bam
that
Bam,
song.
sure.
That's right.
Hey,
Where
Flintstones
is-
turned 65 this year. So
Who's 65?
The
Fred
Flintstones.
the Flintstones.
Oh yeah.
Actually,
Wow, look at that.
he's a lot older than that because he
Right.
was back in the Stone Age. 1 million BC. I
But
never
yeah,
understood
He's
how they had
eligible for Medicaid at this
It's
point.
true.
I have their Christmas Marvel Treasury there. I don't understand how they celebrated Christmas before Christ, but maybe Jesus was a time traveler. Hey, I've got that book right here.
Stand by, zooming in.
That's the Cho. Who drew Chip Kidd? Cho did?
No, that's the Hulk and Bruce Banner.
Nice.
Oh, I thought it was
And-
Mike Cho and Chip Kidd.
Yeah, no, yeah. Chip signed
The
right
word
here.
balloon.
Yeah.
I was, you know what, Wayne?
Oh,
I was
underneath
thinking that too. I was thinking that's a good opening for a nice drawing there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And my other
Wait,
big
there's more.
score in San Diego
Wait, there's
Yeah.
more.
because people
Got
like
some
me.
cocaine.
I couldn't believe I could not think of Mort Saul. Stand by.
Me neither.
So
That is Durango.
close. This is Frank Miller's The Ronin Rising, the sequel to Ronin.
Oh wow.
So I got Philip Tan to do a
Oh,
quick
nice.
little remark.
Yeah.
And when I brought the book up to Frank, he looked at it. He saw that Philip did something, and then he drew a little something.
That's cool.
Frank Miller drew and signed that. What did it cost you? $500? He's not.
Remind me
gonna
when we're off the air. I've got a good.
Remind me when we're off air. I'll tell you how much.
I was gonna say I have Frank Miller autographs.
Actually, I can tell you how much now. I won. No, I didn't.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did. So Dark Horse does a lottery giveaway where you have to go in. This year they did a spin the wheel on a like a little laptop.
Yeah.
And I won the Frank Miller wristband for the Dark Horse signing. I have
But-
friends at Comic Sketchbook where Frank was signing too. I said, is it possible for me just to exchange the wristband and just have Frank sign it now? Because I'm having issues. I don't stay at the con all day long. I have to go back to the hotel room. And said, okay, sure, no problem. Just give me the wristband. We'll give you a ticket. Sure. And then when Frank got there, they brought me close to the front of the line. And Frank asked me how I was doing, like he remembers me. And I'm going, cool, this is nice. And then he looked at what Philip did and he said, oh, okay. Then he looked at the front and then he started drawing. And we were just talking for like about less than 5 minutes. But I don't think he drew for anyone else because he had a long line for signatures. But yeah, no, he just did that little sketch. And so,
Excellent.
yeah, it didn't cost me anything. So, yeah,
Excellent.
no, I could say that because I used my Dark Horse wristband.
Well, there you
And
go.
just exchanged it.
You know how much
Very
Franco
cool.
charges for sketches?
Mm-hmm. Don't come at me, bro. Don't
Come
at
at
me.
bro. I'll
Don't at
koala
me.
your ass, man. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You definitely have to read that Avengers Veracity Trap.
I did. I read it before the show.
Oh, no. I'm telling
Pronounced
everybody else.
Veracity.
He's giving a
Veracity?
recommendation, Mitch, not just you.
Oh, I'm
everybody.
sorry.
Yeah. This is, without a doubt, the biggest love letter to Kirby.
Yeah, it
Ever.
is.
Bigger than FF Full Circle from our friend
Yeah.
Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
This
actually.
is,
It's better.
yeah, I have to say.
It was. No, it was. I read the whole thing. I'm like, this is a good book.
Can't be. Can't
Yeah.
be.
Well, if
there's-
it was a sponsor of the show, it damn well would be, but it's not. So we're going to shut up and say it's not as good as the Alex Ross book, but it's very close.
That's fine.
Yeah,
And
okay.
remember, kids, you can get the Alex Ross book by going to Sal Abernathy's house. He's got a bunch of them in his garage.
AlexRossArt.com, where you can also find The Legend of Kingdom Come.
But
That's
this
exactly
is
what I was
without-
going to say.
this is without a doubt such a love letter to Kirby. Michael Cho
Yeah.
did an amazing job. And
Can
it
I tell
feels-
you a story about this book that
He's a great
Michael
artist.
Cho is mad at me about?
Sure.
Okay.
I saw him at Baltimore Comic Con like 2 years ago when he was working on this. And he was talking to me about it. And he's like, oh, we got every single character from that time. It takes place in the early days of the Avengers. We've got Loki in it. We've got the Monster Island guys, Oog and all those
Space
famous
Phantom?
Bing Bang
Space
Boom,
Phantom in it?
all that stuff, Space Fan, all that stuff's in here. He goes, so if you read those early Avengers, it's when the Hulk was part of the team and Cap.
Sure.
So it's like a weird little time frame around issue 4 to 6. He goes, everybody's in that book. And we're all going, yeah. And I go, did you have Rick Jones and the Team Brigade in it? You heard the needle scratch. And he goes, what? I said, well, you said you had them all, but you didn't have that. He goes, no, we don't. we
Walk
don't have
away,
the
kid.
Team
You're
Brigade."
bothering me.
He goes, oh, shit, we forgot that one. And I go, well, maybe you could just draw them in the background. He goes, no, I can't. It's already at the press. I'm like, oh, well, then you don't have everybody. He goes, okay, get out of here.
Wow. Way
So
to
I
go,
saw him.
Mitch.
I saw him. Well, he was so proud of it, and I
I
just threw
know.
that out of my head. I go, "Hey, what about Rick Jones and Team Brigade?" So that I saw him again, and I go, or he was promoting the book. He's like, "Everybody, if you love that stuff, it's great." Blah blah. And I put, "Is Rick Jones?" And the team goes, "Get out of here, go." So he might be at Terrificon next year if he forgot all about me. So
Hopefully.
I love Mike
I,
Cho.
I love him. He's so good.
Yeah, he's a great
So-
artist. Yeah, absolutely.
I love.
Yeah, he's
Brady.
out of Toronto.
Yeah, he is. He's one of you Canucks.
Fellow
Lovely.
Canuck.
He is.
Well, we can wrap up, boys,
just-
if you want.
Oh, yeah,
wrap
well,
up.
just to circle back to Alien Earth.
Sure.
If you do like the Alien franchise, do watch it.
Okay.
Because what it is world building on stuff that you would like to have known
Okay.
about, like the Wayland Jumanji Corporation and all the other ones.
Wayland
Yeah.
Tsunami.
Yeah, Wayland Jumanji Corporation. So it all works out well.
Mort Fall.
Yeah. And
Hey,
it's an
he had-
interesting take.
He had Yvonne Craig. Enough said.
Yeah.
For a long
Yeah.
time. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I had Yvonne Craig too.
Batgirl.
She
That's
was
right,
supposed
it's
to come to my
Utani.
Terrificon, but I used my evil powers and she passed away of cancer.
Oh, don't do that.
No, it's true. I invited her and she wrote me a nice letter. I still have it. And she goes, I'm not feeling that well. I've got to go to the doctors and stuff. Hopefully I'll be better by August. And then she was gone.
Bummer.
Oh.
All right, way to ball out
I
the
gotta
show.
stop doing it, man. That poor guy Tristan Rogers, he was in my show. He
Yeah,
even
by the way, let's
he wore a
let-
Terrificon T-shirt on Good Morning America when he was telling everybody he had lung cancer, and everybody was calling me like, "Oh my God, General Hospital Scorpio is on Good Morning America wearing a Terrificon shirt," and then he was dead 3 weeks later.
he was the coolest.
Mhm.
I did not feel embarrassed at all in the 80s in college watching General Hospital because
No, he was
of Robert
James Bond
Scorpio.
of the soap opera.
Exactly, man. He was a cool secret agent.
He was a
Absolutely,
cool guy.
Scorpio, and then he was the police chief of Port Charles.
Yes,
there
he
we
was.
go. And that's the last
Yeah,
is the
who is-
Resident Evil people, not
Hold
Resident
on,
Evil,
hold on.
Resident
Oh,
Alien.
was an alien?
Yeah,
What
I
is
got
that?
everyone to sign it. This is the
it's a
Strange
name.
Neighborhood. Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was
Nice.
something else.
Yeah,
Nice.
no. It's again the Dark Horse booth. You go in, you hit a button on a thing. If you get over a certain number, you get a wristband, and I got
Yeah.
lucky.
Was
Nice.
was Mike Richardson there?
No, I didn't see Mike.
Is he still
I
part
know-
of it?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
But
You can't miss him. He's like 9 feet tall.
Exactly.
I know. I met
He
him
looks like-
back in
he looks like
2009.
Lurch's better looking brother.
Did I ever tell you the story how Steranko tried to punch him?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah, I know
And
that
then
story
he
too.
missed it and he fell to the
Yeah.
ground. And Mike goes,
And it-
"Oh, what a moral dilemma.
And
Do I
his,
help pick up the man who just tried to punch me in
and
the
his-
face or let him grovel?"
and his wig tilted. Steranko's
His wig
wig was, you know,
He fell
it's
off
like,
his
all right, now you
shoe.
want to talk to me like a human being? Exactly.
Yeah.
He was mad at him.
He had too much tiger blood that day.
It's like, yeah, Jim, you're 4'11", man. Please don't
You
try
know what
to
he
hit Mike
didn't
Richards.
have? He didn't have Chow. Pellegrino's blood orange drink. Get it, kids. It's only 10 calories. You'll be wearing that Speedo in no time.
I don't know about that, but it will certainly satisfy your soda pop fix
It will.
because it has a good fruit flavor.
It has a flute flavor.
It has a flute.
It
and fruit
says, store this in a dry, odorless place, like my pants.
Exactly. Well, it's not dry or odorless. All right. On that note, let us wrap up, shall we? We hope you enjoyed today's Trek Watch and More.
You're a curse, Stanley.
Good reports from Terrificon and Star Trek
Yeah.
Vegas.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Nobody got
STLV.
hurt, and they're not going to sue us, as
Absolutely.
Dr. McCoy said.
So join us next time for another Trek Watch. We'll be back next week with a recap of episode 7. What could they have in store for us next week? You'll find
Oh
out
boy.
when you watch the Trek Watch review. Until
I'm
then, thanks
excited.
for watching. Be well, live long and prosper. Eat a nectarine every day. It's the best fruit ever made.